Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Ramapo High School in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey for today's North Run Group 3 semifinal, Wayne Hills Ramapo. I'm Cody Chrusciel along with Dave Rogers and Chad, the Cutman Cutler, set to bring you all of today's action.
Cody, this should be a good one. North 1 Group 3 sectional semifinal. These teams have faced off in the playoffs for 3-4 consecutive years now. This should be one of the best high school games in the history of high school football in New Jersey.
Well, Cody, this is one of the best rivalries you're ever going to see. You think Red Sox, Yankees, this is the second thing that comes to your mind. These two teams have just battled it out through the years, and you have to imagine they got a little something extra besides the fact that this is the semifinals.
Wayne Hills having dropped the past 3 meetings to the Ramapo Green Raiders, looking for revenge. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon here at Ramapo High School.
You know it's playoff time, Cody, when you get that chill in the air, the weather's nasty, and these two teams are playing each other. You know it's go time.
Yeah, the rain is really suffocating out here. It's absolutely freezing.
Wayne Hills Patriots absolutely ecstatic. We got here at 11 o'clock this morning, and they were already out on the field going through their walkthroughs.
These teams are ready to play. You feel that tension in the air, that playoff atmosphere. It's really amazing.
Well, guys, I'm not going to go through the matchups here, but I am going to tell you, the team who does not turn the ball over is the team that's going to walk out of here with the victories. If you start turning the ball over, you're going to lose this football game.
I'm going to go with the key to the game today, Chad, is aside from the team who doesn't turn the ball over, is the team who gets the big special teams play. There will be one play where a team might return a touchdown, a kickoff for a touchdown, or get a really good return down to inside the team's red zone. Whoever gets that big special teams play is going to win this football game.
Well, that's what Coach Wally Johnson of Wayne Hills does. He just sets this special teams up all-star-like. It's unbelievable.
Also, the Patriots have to be able to at least contain Luca Ragone. Ragone, 15 carries for 115 yards last game, including the eventual game-winning touchdown on a 48-yard rush late in the fourth quarter. The Patriots have to contain Ragone.
Big name last game was Chris Hogan, the junior wide receiver. Don't look for him to be too much of a factor with the rain affecting the passing game of Ramapo.
Warzel set to kick for the Patriots. Ramapo will return the kick. Warzel's kick, a good one. Fielded at the 10-yard line by Ramapo. They'll take it up the field. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Ramapo takes over there, 1st and 10. That was number 31, Rich Infacino on the kickoff return.
Folks, we're sorry if you hear some background noise. The noise is deafening here at Ramapo Stadium.
Yeah, I'm looking for a big opening drive by Ramapo. I would not be surprised they start out with Pizzari throwing some deep downfield and trying to make some big plays early on.
1st and 10 for Ramapo. Ball on the 30-yard line. Pizzari out of the gun. Ragone the lone back. 3 wide receiver set. Pizzari back to pass under pressure. Looks incomplete, intended for Hogan. Bounces incomplete, nearly picked by Pete DeSico.
And that was exactly what I talked about in the pregame. Chris Hogan, the rain will affect both teams' passing games. Slippery ball. The gloves get a little affected with the rain, and just look for the passing game not to be the biggest factor. The run game will be very important to both teams in today's game.
Well, it's not even that, Dave. It's the pressure Wayne Hills put on them there. If they put some pressure on Pizzari, they're in good shape.
2nd and 10 for the Green Raiders. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone cuts it up the middle, tackled at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, no gain on the play.
The Wayne Hills defense is really solidified by their play of their defensive line. When that defensive line plays real well, they win the ball games. Dave Learn, Altanji, Sam Asner, these 3 players are all very big, very strong players. If they can get some penetration on Ramapo, this could be a bad day for Ramapo and a good day for Wayne Hills football.
Be a 3rd and 9 for the Raiders from the 30-yard line. Patriots come out. 4-man defensive front. Pizzari out of the gun. 3 wide receiver set, 4 wide receiver set rather. Pizzari back to pass, looking down the field, looking for Hogan. Hogan incomplete ball knocked away by Pete DeSico. Kyle Cavanaugh also in on the coverage. 4th down.
Did you see that coverage here? Yeah, but DeSico manning up on Hogan. Then what you're going to do here is you're going to have Cavanaugh slough over. He's not going to play strong or weak side. He's going to play Hogan's side. He's going to be the deep man, the cover guy. Try to avoid the big play by Chris Hogan.
Cavanaugh shading the entire field, shading the side of the field. Hogan's lined up rather, and it worked out well for the Patriots there. 4th down, Ramapo set to punt. DeSico fields at his own 35-yard line, tries to cut it back up the field. brought down at the 35-yard line. Patriots take over there, 1st and 10.
Well, I have all the respect in the world for Pete DeSico. No one's going to question that. What I am questioning is why do you not call for a fair catch there? You got the whole Ramapo team going after you. Don't try to make something happen where you have a chance of turning the ball over.
Completely agree, Chad. I mean, the fair catch isn't so much used as if the guys are barreling down to you. It's if you see protection. If you don't see protection, just call for the fair catch. It's better than having a fumble if you get hit too hard.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from the 36-yard line. Warzel gives to DeSico, complete. DeSico cuts it outside, dives ahead, gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Great job by Scott Schultz, the sophomore tight end, filling in for the junior injured John Ein, who suffered a separated shoulder in practice a couple weeks ago. Schultz had a great screen block downfield for DeSico.
Cody, Dave, you got to love the way DeSico moves down the field. He just runs with so much intensity. It's very tough to bring that guy down.
Be a 2nd and 4. Ball on the Wayne Hills 42-yard line. Warzel under center. Giampapa and DeSico in the backfield. Give to Pete DeSico. DeSico cuts it out on the left side. Lowers his shoulder. Dives ahead. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down.
Speedy Ramapo defense moves great laterally. DeSico's going to need to cut it up north-south in this game, opposed to his east-west movement that he's used all year. DeSico, not the biggest running back. He's a little deceiving when you look at him, but don't blink. This kid will run right by you or run right over you.
3rd down and 4 for the Patriots. Ball on their own 41-yard line. Warzel under center. Warzel back to pass. Feeling the pressure, rolls out. Warzel going to take it himself, runs ahead. He has the 1st down and then some across the 50. Brought down at the Ramapo 45-yard line. 1st down, Wayne Hills.
That's the mental evolution of quarterback Nick Warzel. Tucks it. Big kid, 6'5", just barrels down, gets that 1st down with his legs. Great smarts there.
Warzel scored the final Patriots touchdown last week on an heroic 6-yard run. Dove into the end zone. He's feeling the pressure a whole lot better, seeing the hole and just cutting right to the open hole. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the 46-yard line. Warzel shifts the offense, offset eye. Giampapa DeSico in the backfield. Give to Giampapa. Giampapa cuts it off tackle, barrels upfield, dives ahead. Gain of about 5 on the carry, 2nd down.
Well, Cody, that's exactly what they're going to need to do. They're going to have to mix up the run and the pass, and they've been doing that early on. If they could get Ramapo to bite on the run and throw a pass, they're set.
Joe Giampapa had a career-high 56 yards on 4 or 5 carries last week in the quarterfinal game versus Teaneck. He's got great sure hands. He's very strong. He's a great runner as a fullback.
2nd down and 4. Warzel gives to DeSico. DeSico cuts it off the right side. He has the 1st down. Trying to break it to the sideline, and he is dragged out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. 1st down, Wayne Hills.
DeSico bounced it out there. A little misdirection. I think it was a counter there. Saw a lot of room, read his block downfield, got as much yardage, and gets the 1st down. He's doing a great job running the ball early on in this football game.
Well, yeah, the Raiders' defense just looks plain confused out there. They don't know what Wayne Hills is going to throw at him. They're just plain guessing.
8:35 remaining in the 1st quarter, and scoreless from Ramapo High School. Wayne Hills and Ramapo. 1st down and 10. Warzel under center, give to DeSico. DeSico up the middle, breaks through. He has the 1st down. He's going to score. Pete DeSico, touchdown. Wayne Hills as DeSico slides into the end zone to put the Patriots on the board first. 6-0 Wayne Hills.
Unbelievable. This kid has unbelievable vision as a running back. If you need to have 3 things as a running back, you need to have strong legs, you need to be fast, and you need to have great vision. He sees the holes unbelievably out there on the field with the great traffic that Ramapo defense puts in, but he sees the holes, breaks it through. Great touchdown run by Pete DeSico.
Oh, if there was one way to start out this game, they did it. You got to get on the board early, set the tone, and that was some drive.
Warzel set to attempt the extra point. DeSico on to hold. And Warzel's kick is no good, wide left. Wayne Hills holds a 6-0 lead. 8 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter.
That has been a weak point of Wayne Hills all year. The special teams kick field goals. They're very poor at it. They seem to be struggling a lot with extra points and field goals.
I mentioned it before. I'm sure Coach Wally Johnson's going to sit with this Warzel right now and just talk. Relax a little bit. Clearly nerves why he missed that by so much. That can come back to hurt you. It usually does.
And I'm sure the wet field had something to do with that. The ball slipped off. DeSico didn't have a great hold. Even though the field drains very well, it's the field turf surface, it's still going to be wet.
Absolutely, Cody. You get that block in high school football that the placeholder can put the ball on, but it's rubber. Rubber gets slick when it gets wet. He put the point of the ball down, it seems to slip from under his hands.
Yeah, it slips, but you have to understand the thing about field turf that's different from grass is it doesn't get muddy. You're not going to be really slipping all over the place. I think field turf is better than grass. I think more field should switch to it.
Field turf is also great for injuries. You avoid those pulled hamstrings and strained calves with field turf. And you also don't come in these turned angles. That happens a lot when the grass is inconsistent. When you get little patches here and there, it causes a lot of turned ankles. Field turf is definitely the best choice to use as a field for any high school football program.
8:26 remaining in the first quarter. Wayne Hills leads Ramapo 6-0. Nick Warzel set to kick off for the Patriots. Kevin Gallagher, and this will be number 25 on the kick return. Number 25, Bobby Munier, ahead to the 26-yard line. Ramapo takes over there, first down and 10.
While we have a moment, we're going to go through our Wayne injury report. Wayne, be there. John Ine, the culprit this week, was unable to go last week against Teaneck. The whole shoulder problems, once again, unable to go today. And if, indeed, Wayne Hills can move on, it is not looking good for him.
What has occurred is he's had some ligament strain as a result of separated shoulder. He may need surgery, folks.
First and 10 for Ramapo. Leach in motion. Pizzari rolls out to give to Ragone. Ragone cuts it to the right sideline. Runs into a Patriots defender. Gain of 2 on the carry. Second down.
Great pursuit by the Patriots defense. That cost him in the first matchup. Luca Ragone bouncing it to the outside. He's very strong. He's breaking tackles in the first game. Not having as much. Wayne Hills needs to gang tackle him. Get 3 or 4 guys on him every time he carries the ball.
And now for the Ramapo starting lineup, the quarterback is number 9, Adrian Pizzari. The running back, Luca Ragone. The tight end, Troy Helion. And the 3 wide receivers are James Leach, Bill Bronander, and Chris Hogan. Second down, Pizzari under center. Hogan in motion. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Actually, that was Pizzari taking it himself up the middle. Dives ahead about 2 yards short of the first down. That'll bring up third down.
Cody, you just read the lineups, and you mentioned Hogan on that. You're going to be hearing that name a lot in this game. I can guarantee that. This kid is absolutely tremendous hands, and he's just uncoverable, if you ask me.
Hogan, last time out against Wayne Hills, 8 catches for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Happened to be the MVP of that game.
It'll be a Ramapo first down. First and 10. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone dives ahead. Gain of 2 or 3 on first down. That'll bring up second down.
You got to like the atmosphere here today. Everything seems to be clicking like it is a playoff atmosphere, which it is. I mean, last week against Teaneck, you had some intensity, but this is Ramapo Hills, and let's not forget, this is the semifinals.
And folks, remember, Thanksgiving coming up. A lot of kids are off school. You got your alumni coming back to watch this game. Doesn't matter if it's at Hills or at Ramapo. They want to see this game.
Second and 5. Pizzari pitches to Ragone. Ragone on the left side. Flags fly in. Ragone knocked out of bounds. 5 yards deep in the backfield. Let's see what the call is.
I think we're going to get offsetting penalties. I think we're going to get a holding call on Ramapo, and we're also going to get an unintentional face mask on Nick Romeo. He kind of slapped Luca Ragone in the face.
Yeah, I saw that face mask, Dave. It was just one of those things. It's an instinct. You can't get the guy. You naturally go for his face, and I'm sure Jerry didn't do it on purpose.
No, it wasn't. It's an unintentional face mask for sure, which means it's only a 5-yard penalty. But I think the calls will be offsetting, and the ball will stay where the play ended.
Still no call down on the field. See Kyle Cavanaugh, the Patriot captain, talking it over with the refs.
Seems to be some sort of confusion.
They're explaining the call to Coach Olson. I don't think he likes the call, but as it turns out, Ramapo will be moved back.
Be a 10-yard holding penalty against the Green Raiders. That'll knock them back 10 yards. Second down and 15.
Yeah, it seems as if Nick Romeo got away with a little slap of the face mask. It's all right. You don't call everything. My respect goes to these referees.
That'll knock them back. Sorry, Dave. That'll knock them back more than 10 yards because in high school football, the penalties where the hold occurred. It's going to be second down and forever for Ramapo. Second and about 25. Pizzari intercepted by Pete DeSico. DeSico rushing towards the goal line. He's going to score. Pete DeSico with his second touchdown of the game. Wayne Hills leads 12-0. 6:18 remaining in the first quarter.
Unbelievable, folks. Pete DeSico was even surprised. That came right to him. He was standing playing a little zone coverage where he slouched off the line of scrimmage. The ball came right into his hands, and he just ran right into the end zone. Great play.
Well, Pizzari just panicked out there. He threw off his back foot, and right there was Pete DeSico to pick it off. Pizzari is really going to have to think this over. You have to calm down out there. Don't make bad decisions.
Pizzari was looking for number 13, Bill Bronander. DeSico in the perfect position to pick that ball off, stepped in front of it, and took it back 22 yards for a Patriot touchdown.
This is a great start for Wayne Hills. This is what they need to do. Ramapo has very rarely been knocked on their heels early in games this year. In fact, they've had the lead in almost every game right to start. This is going to test Ramapo. This is unfamiliar territory for them.
Coach Dave, I just want to know, I know it's early on for this, but you missed the extra point last time. You missed it badly. Do you go for 2 here, try to get to 14 and make it more difficult on Ramapo?
I think they're going to go for 2 here, Chad. It looks like Coach Olson's out there discussing that right now.
Number one, it looks like they're going to go for 2 with Coach Olson discussing it with them, which makes my decision a little easier. But your kicking game has been struggling. It's wet outside. The hold is very difficult. The kick is very difficult. Just go for 2. You're up 12-0. Ramapo's offense is not showing you that they can threaten you at all, because their passing game is being limited by the rain. So if I'm Wayne Hills, you go for 2, try to make it a 2 full touchdown game.
Yeah, Dave, that's why I believe this condition just favors Wayne Hills so much. Pizzari has a great arm. Hogan, a great receiver. It's neutralized with this weather out here. They're not going to be able to dominate like they normally do, and it's showing early on.
Absolutely, Chad.
Patriots will indeed go for 2. 3 wide receivers set. The wide receivers, Romeo, Cavanaugh, and Wiseman. Lone back, Giampapa. Warzel under center. Warzel back to pass. Rolls out to his right. Looking for Romeo. He has him in the corner of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Wayne Hills now leads Ramapo 14-0.
Jerry. Nick Romeo, great hands, great catch, great score, 14-0 Hills.
Jerry Romeo, fantastic, but he's leaning back. He's kind of getting pushed by the defender. Not enough for a pass interference, but he's getting pushed back, reaches his hands up, and just picks that ball out from over the defender's hair. It was an unbelievable catch. Kid's got great hands.
You can't see on your screen, but number 32 on Wayne Hills, Alex Gibson, is just going wild on the sideline. He is the emotional leader on this team, and he's showing it, baby.
If you're just joining us, we're from Ramapo High School, Wayne Hills and Ramapo. Semifinal North 1 Group 3 State Championship, 6:18 remaining in the first quarter. Wayne Hills leads Ramapo 14-0 on 2 Pete DeSico touchdown scampers.
Very early, folks. Remember that. It's 14-0, but we are less than halfway through the first quarter.
Warzel set to kick off. Munier and Gallagher back to receive. They're going to let it bounce. This one picked up at the goal line. And they're going to say it got into the end zone, and that's a touchback. In high school, anything into the end zone, you're not allowed to return. So Ramapo catches a break.
Talk about the gods of football watching over the Ramapo Raiders. That could have been very costly. They might have had to start the ball on the 5-yard line.
Hey, Cody, we got a familiar sight out here. Scoreboard malfunction yet again. We had this last week, and it seems to be malfunctioning yet again.
Ramapo will take over at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. 6:16 remaining in the first quarter. Wayne Hills leads 14-0. Pizzari under center. We're going the lone back. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Pizzari gives to Gallagher. Gallagher breaks a tackle. Brought down. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down.
Wayne Hills is really hyped up. They're ready to go today. This defense is playing the best I've seen them all year.
Well, they're pumped, Dave. They remember what happened the last time they played. They remember just falling too short. And they're out there today with a chip on their shoulder. This is more than just to go to the finals. This is some revenge.
Absolutely, Chad.
And of course, the winner of this game will play Demorest, who downed Roxbury 38-7 last night. 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. Pizzari out of the gun. We're going to his left. Pizzari back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls out to his right, being chased around. He is brought down after a gain of 4 on the carries. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Even more than his arm and accuracy, that's why Pizzari just is so dominant. He can run the football as well, and it just adds a whole new dimension to this game, and it's tough for Wayne Hills to defend that.
He's got very, very poised, contained feet, and he's very good with those feet. Can move around, and remember, folks, he's only a junior.
After a gain of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Raiders. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Pizzari out of the gun. 3 wide receiver set. Pizzari's going to pass. Looking for Hogan, complete to Hogan. He has the 1st down and then some. He's going to cut it across the 50-yard line, being chased by Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh brings him out of bounds at the Wayne Hills 38-yard line. 1st down for the Green Raiders.
Well, there it is. Ben Hogan making his mark early on, completely dismantling this Wayne Hills cover 2 defense. Really just unbelievable explosive speed.
That's a big play. Toby DeTola had good coverage, kept him contained fairly well. Hogan breaks the tackle. Coach Olson talked to Toby DeTola quickly there on the sideline. Don't know if you saw them at the bottom of your screen, but he didn't yell at him. He just said, keep going. You're doing a good job, and that's what you need to do with your Coach Olson. Keep your team positive.
1st and 10 for Ramapo. Ball on the 38-yard line. Leach in motion. Pizzari under center. Pizzari rolls out, gives to Ragone. Ragone cuts it outside on the right sideline. Brought down, gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down.
And if you got to see a difference between this week's game and the last time Wayne Hills faced over Ramapo, Wayne Hills is doing a great job staying at home on the outside. The cornerbacks and linebackers aren't breaking into the middle of the field, and they're keeping Luca Ragone from breaking any big plays.
Well, yeah, they know what to expect this time. I mean, last time they were going in cold. They had no idea the kind of weapons Ramapo had. And you could see early on here, they are completely dominating them. Although Ramapo's getting some plays here and there, they're not dominating like they were last time they played.
4:14 remaining in the first quarter. Ramapo trails by 14. Be a 2nd down and 8 for the Green Raiders. Pizzari under center. 3 wide receivers set, all at the bottom of your screen. Ragone the lone back. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone up the middle. Dives ahead. Gain of 3 or 4 on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Now, I know I've said this before, but, you know, we've gotten some confusion. I'm just going to say it again. The Ramapo's coach is named Drew Gibbs, not related to the Washington Redskins coach, Joe Gibbs.
Now, I don't know if you guys at home can notice, but the rain has stopped, and it hasn't turned into a bad day at Ramapo.
Now, as it turns out, just a little gloomy, a little overcast, chilly for sure, but the rain has surely stopped.
It's a playoff atmosphere here, Dave. 3rd down and 4 for the Green Raiders. 3 wide receivers, Healy in at tight end. Hogan in motion. Pizzari is going to take it himself up the middle. He has the 1st down, brought down at the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Green Raiders.
The draw is one of the best plays you could ever run because you don't really do it too often because you don't want to risk a injury to your QB. And you could just say Wayne Hills was completely shocked that they pulled that, and they got a good 15 yards out of that.
Wayne Hills needs to compose himself here. They're biting a little too early all of a sudden. Pizzari likes that draw play where he has no backs and just takes it right up the middle.
We're going to line up on the sideline as a receiver. Pizzari gives to Hogan, who fumbles it, picks it up, rushes for the 1st down, is able to scamper past Cavanaugh and into the end zone for a Ramapo Green Raider touchdown. Ramapo now trails 14-6.
Talk about a fortunate bouncer. Ramapo bounces right back into the hands of Chris Hogan, who just scampers right down the sideline. That's really just bad luck for Wayne Hills and good luck for Ramapo.
Well, it just demonstrates the skills that Chris Hogan has. I mean, he dropped the ball, he still managed to pick it up and ran 90 miles an hour for a touchdown.
It's a very quick receiver, Chad. I don't know about 90 miles an hour, though.
Heilman's extra point is good. Ramapo now trails 14-7. Looks like that one was wide right. We don't have the greatest angle here, though.
We never have a good angle. I think about 30 times this year we thought it was good when it wasn't good, or it wasn't good when it was good. So let's leave it to the referees to make the correct decisions.
Let me just remind you, today's game is brought to you by Wayne. Be there, and I'll say that a little softly today because we are in Ramapo. Don't want to offend anyone. But it is a great place to live, and our producer advises you go there. Enjoy yourself.
Any questions, comments, concerns for the Wayne Hills Video Club? Email us, WayneHillsTV@yahoo.com. That address once again, WayneHillsTV@yahoo.com. Keep the emails coming.
Had about 30 after the T-Net game. Some great praises from our loyal fans from the Wayne Hills television viewers on Channel 77. Old-fashioned shootout here, folks. 14-7, 3 touchdowns already. We still have 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Could be an exciting game throughout the whole day.
Heilman set to kick off for the Green Raiders. Toby DiTolo and Ray Van Peenan set to return for the Patriots. They stand at the 6-yard line. Heilman's kick, a good one. It'll be Ray Van Peenan. Van Peenan fields at the 10-yard line, cuts it up the middle of the field. Across the 20, breaks it outside. He's across the 30, he's across the 40, and he is brought down at the Wayne Hills 48-yard line. A terrific return by the super soft Ray Van Peenan.
Oh, yeah, Super Ray right there just exploding through the hole, and he turned on the burners on that great play.
We all have our nicknames. Chad likes to call Ray Van Peter Super Ray. I call him Mr. Everything. This kid can do it all. He's a punter, and he's only a sophomore, folks.
43-yard kickoff return gives the Patriots excellent field position. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Warzel under center. Give to DeSico. DeSico, that's Van Peenan rather, up the middle across the 50, brought down at the Ramapo 48-yard line, gain of 5, 2nd down.
Coach Olson likes to do this to swing momentum back to his team's side. If another team score, number one, Ray Van Peenan's kickoff return was a great momentum swing to bring it back to Wayne Hills. But then he'll go with like 8 or 9 consecutive carries to the super sophomore, and it'll just grind down the opposing team's defense, and it'll slow down the game. That's what he wants to do. He wants to slow down the game after the opponent's score.
A little side note about Super Ray. I said last week in the T-Net game, you know, the wrist contusion was slowing him down and was unable to have him carry the ball. It is better now.
On 2nd and 3, Van Peenan is brought down 3 yards deep in the backfield. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Nick Pearson, 6'1", 220, made the play, cut through, went unblocked. I think somebody missed an assignment on that play, Chad.
Yeah, it said 220 on the sheet. You could add around 50 pounds to that. You got the real weight.
It's a big kid, number 35 from Ramapo.
Pearson leads the Raiders in sacks. Pearson, one of the Raiders' fast linebackers. They have 3 excellent linebackers. Colt, 3rd and 7. Warzel will go out of the gun. Kavanaugh in motion to the top of your screen. Jim Pop and Van Peenan in the backfield. Warzel back to pass. Excellent protection. He's going to step up in the pocket looking for Van Peenan. Ball intercepted by Ramapo. That was number 13, Bill Bronander, who had an interception last time also.
That
Big
was
play for the Green Raiders.
Excuse me, Cody, but that was a mistake by the senior quarterback, Nick Warzel. That play works when it's man-on-man coverage, but you can't throw that type of a pass when there's help over the top for Ramapo. Kid just stepped in and picked the ball off.
You got to believe the weather played something in that. He just threw that well short and with not enough speed on it.
After the Bronander interception, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Green Raiders. Ball on the 34-yard line. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone is brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd down. 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
That was Dave Learn. This kid squats close to 1,000 pounds in a max squat. I've seen him rep 400, 500 pounds 8 times. He's really an amazing physical specimen. Learn, also an accomplished hockey player, plays his 4th year consecutively of varsity hockey. But it looks like Wayne Hills football might keep him out of that for a little.
Second down and 9 for the Raiders. 18 seconds remaining. Pizzari under center. Nobody in the backfield. Hogan in motion. Pizzari draw up the middle. Left side brought down by Van Peenan. Gain of 3 on the carry. That'll bring up third down, and the time will run out in the first quarter. Wayne Hills leads the Ramapo Raiders by a score of 14-7.
It was only a matter of time before Wayne Hills understood the play, and now they've got a read on it and what Pizzari does when he runs that draw.
Well, that's the third time they ran it. You better hope they start adjusting to it. Otherwise, they're cooked. They have adjusted, and they're showing some promise right now, Hills. As I look for them to explode in the next couple of quarters.
Folks, once we get the mics hooked up, we will go down to our sideline reporter, Grant Till. He traveled all the way to Ramapo High School with us. He's going to be there watching the game, getting some interviews and some injury reports for us.
And while it's the end of the first quarter, we'll pause for our station identification. You're watching Channel 77, the Wayne Hills Television Production Network. This telecast is not to be reproduced or redistributed without the express written consent of Wayne Hills TV. Brought to you by Wayne. Live it, breathe it, and please sleep it. Be there, Wayne. But I mean, I'm enjoying this first quarter a lot. You know, the atmosphere's got me going. The players are working hard out there. It's going to be interesting to see how Ramapo opens up with the ball.
And the rain stopped. That's another thing to thank the football gods for.
Still cold. It's about 42 degrees, I believe they said it was.
I've got multiple layers on, Cody. I'm ready to go. It was that rain that was bothering me.
Be 3rd and 6 for the Green Raiders. We're set to start the second quarter. Pizzari out of the gun. He's dropping back to pass. He's going to roll out to the right, being chased by Altanji. Pizzari launches it upfield. This one is intercepted by Kyle Cavanaugh at the 30-yard line. Cavanaugh cuts it upfield, cutting towards the sideline, across the 50-yard line, and he is brought down inside Ramapo territory at the 42-yard line. Kyle Cavanaugh continues to be huge for this Patriots defense.
I cannot believe my eyes. Pizzari, there's two things on this play. Number one, Pizzari, you can't be throwing like that across your body as you're getting knocked on your tail as you're going out of bounds by Brian Altanji. And number one, on that return, Steve Stone had one of the greatest blocks I've ever seen in high school football. He absolutely laid out number 50 from Ramapo, Brian Lembo, the 5'9", 210-pound linebacker. But Steve Stone made him look like he was 4'4", 140.
Well, don't get me wrong. I have respect for Pizzari, but my goodness, that's the second time you've done that. Just throw the ball away or get out of bounds. You're costing your team the game with plays like that.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the Ramapo 42-yard line. Warzel back to pass, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, looking for Romeo, defended by Hogan, and Hogan picks it off at the Wayne Hills 8-yard line, at his own 8-yard line, rather. So another big defensive play for the Green Raiders shifts the momentum of this game.
Run the ball, Wayne Hills. When are you going to learn to run the ball? You've been having great success. Pete DeSico broke one for over 30 yards on the first drive of the game. Just keep running the ball. Chris Hogan, number one, can out-jump Nick Romeo any day, so you can't throw a jump ball like Nick Worzel just did.
Yeah, Nick Worzel, if you're going to do anything with throwing it deep, throw it too far for the receiver. If you throw it short 9 out of 10 times, you got an interception.
And I'm sorry, folks, that was Mo Petracco on the big block at the bottom of your screen on that interception return by Kyle Cavanaugh.
1st down and 10 for the Raiders from their own 8-yard line. Pizzari under center, Ragone the lone back. Give to Ragone. Ragone cuts it off tackle on the left side. Brought down at the 10-yard line. Gain of 2 on the carry, 2nd down.
Get back to the basics, both teams, and that's what Ramapo started to do. They understand Gianluca Ragone is going to win them this game if they expect to win it. His legs, he's so strong. He's a great runner. Wayne Hills needs to get back. They've got 3 great running backs in Toby DeTolo, Pete DeSico, and Super Ray Van Peenan. Doesn't seem like they're utilizing them aside from that first drive with Pete DeSico.
So many weapons for the Patriots offense. That's one thing I've noticed this week that Ramapo's done. That last week they came out firing. That's how Hogan was able to catch 8 balls. They're really going back to Luca Ragone, pounding the ball, moving the clock. 2nd down and 7. Give to Ragone. Ragone brought down at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots with another big defensive stand on 2nd down. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Cody, I know Worzel has 2 interceptions. Were they both by Hogan?
No, Mark Sangiorgi, I think.
It was either Sangiorgi or Bronander.
13, excuse me, you are right, Cody. Bill Bronander, 5'11", 175. I'm almost certain that kid's over 6 feet tall, and he's got great ups. He's a real good jump ball receiver, and he showed it when he made that interception earlier in the game.
I mean, I only say that because you just assume Hogan does these things. He's that good.
You don't throw to Chris Hogan just like you don't throw a Champ Bailey in the NFL. These are things you got to know.
3rd down and 7 from the 11-yard line for the Raiders. Pizzari out of the gun. Pizzari back to pass. Flags flying. Pizzari under pressure. Steps up, tripped up, shovels to Ragone. Incomplete pass. Let's see what the call is.
It was a great call by the ref. That ball clearly bounced off the turf and into the hands and chest of number 8 from Ramapo, Gianluca Ragone.
That's going to be a false start.
Interesting, though. Normally they would blow it dead if it was a false start.
It's an illegal motion penalty against the Raiders. That'll knock them back 5 yards, and they will be forced to punt.
It's a good call. See, an illegal motion, they let the play go. It's like a free play for the defense. So Wayne Hills declines it. Ramapo didn't get the first down, and Ramapo's going to have to punt from within their own end zone.
Wayne Hills will have great field position as DeTolo and DeSico stand at the Ramapo 47-yard line. Helian barely gets it off. It'll be DeTolo stepping up at the 42 field. Cuts it towards the near sideline. Lowers his shoulder. Dives ahead. Wayne Hills ball 1st and 10 from the Ramapo 30.
Another great block. Joe Giampapa, number 1, a good friend of mine. Absolutely made mincemeat of Gianluca Ragone on that punt return.
Well, I ripped Toby early on in the game for not calling the fair catch, and I just take it all back. This kid, he can probably make something out of everything after watching that.
He's very smart. He's also another strong player. Gets it within the Ramapo 30. This is unbelievable field position. You couldn't ask for more to start a drive if you're Wayne Hills.
1st down and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Patriots. Warzel, as expected, gives to DeTolo. DeTolo cuts it to the left sideline, knocked out of bounds, gain of 5 on the carry, 2nd down, and as expected, the Patriots go back to the ground, back to the rushing attack that has gotten them here this far.
Absolutely correct, Cody. This is what I like to see. Coach Olson understands that the passing game may not be there today. Just pound, pound, pound. Ramapo defense has been very suspect on the run game throughout the season against talented teams such as Demorest and Wayne Hills.
Gain of 5 on 1st down, 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 25. Warzel gives to Giampapa. Giampapa has the sideline. He has the 1st down. Gain of 6. 1st down and 10 for the Patriots.
Giampapa runs over number 35 from Ramapo, Nick Pearson, 6'1", 220. We said Nick Pearson is probably about 6'2", 250. Joe Giampapa, one of the strongest players in the history of Wayne Hills high school football, and he just absolutely ran over Nick Pearson on that play.
Well, folks at home, it's time for your Wayne trivia question. Yes, you guessed it. I'll give it to you with 3:30 left in this quarter. Last year, they played in the finals, the playoffs, Hills and Ramapo. What was the final score?
On 1st down, give to DeTolo. DeTolo up the middle. Gain of 3 on the carry. 2nd down.
Repeat the trivia question one more time, folks. In last year's 2003 North 1 Group 3 semifinal, there was a similar matchup, Wayne Hills versus Ramapo, on this same field. What was the final score of that football game? That is today's Wayne Be There trivia question.
Your answer coming with 3:30 remaining in the 1st half. 9 minutes remaining in the 1st half. Wayne Hills leads the Raiders 14-7, and they're driving. 2nd down and 5 from the Ramapo 11-yard line. Warzel under center. Giampapa motions into the slot. DeTolo the lone back. Pitch to DeTolo on the right side. DeTolo has the corner, breaks it around into the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne Hills. Toby DeTolo, an 11-yard touchdown run. Wayne Hills leads Ramapo 20-7.
Late flag on the play, but I think it's on Ramapo for a late hit after Toby DeTolo had already gotten into the end zone. Wayne Hills gets back to the running game. It's clear that this is going to win this football game for this team. If they want to win the game, they need to just continue to run the ball. The penalty was, in fact, on Ramapo. I think it was a late hit personal foul.
And I believe that will be assessed on the kickoff.
I would agree, Cody. I think Wayne Hills might be able to kick the ball from Ramapo's 45-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's a 15-yard penalty, I believe. Normally in high school, you kick off from the 40.
If you tuned into our telecast last week, similar thing happened. Wayne Hills was able to kick it from the 45, and Nick Warzel with his big foot kicked it through the uprights. It was really a sight to see.
8:42 remaining in the 1st half from Ramapo High School. Wayne Hills leads the Raiders by a score of 20-7.
You almost knew. Sorry, Cody.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
You almost knew that if Toby DeTolo cut that one up on the outside, he was going to be able to get into the end zone. He had a lot of blockers.
Another great job by the Wayne Hills offensive line. They gave him that entire side of the field.
This line is one of the biggest in New Jersey high school football this year, averaging how many pounds, Cody?
I think they said something like 268. Either way, it's well over 260 pounds.
It's really unbelievable.
Leading 20-7, Warzel on to attempt the extra point. DeSico's hold is down. Warzel's extra point splits the uprights to give the Patriots a 21-7 lead over the Ramapo Green Raiders. 8:42 remaining in the first half.
The difference there was DeSico's hold. He didn't exactly put it right on the block. He kind of just placed it there, kept his hands on the ball. Warzel kicked right through it, and they got the extra point. They need to continue that. You can't leave any points on the field. You got to put all the points you can up on the board if you're playing Ramapo.
Well, I'm shocked right now on how the Raiders defense has played it. On the other side, I'm shocked at how easy Wayne Hills has had pushing the ball against them. I know Coach Drew Gibbs personally, and I know he is not going to be too happy with him in the halftime locker.
Drew Gibbs, a good friend of the Cutler family, has known our friend Shad, the Cutman Cutler, since he was in the crib.
Wayne Hills will kick off from their own 40, so apparently the penalty will not be assessed on the kickoff. Number 84, Kevin Gallagher, and number 25, Bobby Munier, stand back at the Ramapo 5-yard line, set to return Warzel's kick. Warzel's kick is a short one, near the sideline, and it is near the sideline, and it will bounce out of bounds barely. And that'll be a penalty. Ramapo will take over at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you something, Cody. That's the worst penalty in football right now. You just give a team however many yards you want. They're always going to start off on that 40-yard line. There's just nothing worse. Special teams sets the tone for the possession.
Smart play by the Ramapo return team there. He saw that the ball was spinning. He just waited for it to go out of bounds. Most teams would pick that ball up and try to run with it. Not Ramapo's team is very well trained in the special teams area.
Dave, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Munier waited another half a second. Toby DeTolo would have been all over that one, and he had the entire side of the field, and Wayne Hills would have put 6 more points on the board. On first down, Pizzari drops back, rolls out to his right, looking for Bronander on the sideline, and they're going to call it a catch. Bill Bronander, 15-yard reception on first down, Ramapo first down.
It's a correct call by the referee there. In high school football as well as college football, you only need 1 foot to be in bounds when you catch the ball.
Once again, we didn't have the greatest viewers, screened off by the Patriots sideline.
I could see his feet through the legs of the Patriot players, and he clearly had 1 foot inbounds.
After a 15-yard Bronander reception, it'll be first down and 10 for Ramapo from their own 49-yard line. Hogan in motion. Give is to Hogan. Hogan cuts it on the left side. He has the first down, and then some 14-yard gain on the play. First down and 10 for Ramapo as they continue to move the ball. 8:26 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, Dave, let me ask you something here. You're a former player. You know the game extremely well. Would you focus in just on Hogan? Would you let their other receivers maybe on just single coverage or maybe just leaving them open once in a while just to double or even triple team Hogan?
Under no circumstances, you cannot leave a receiver open on Ramapo. Number 11, James Leach, and number 13, Bill Bronander, both very capable of taking the ball to the house, and they're very talented receivers. Good hands on all 3 of the receivers for Ramapo.
First down and 10 for Ramapo from the Wayne Hills 38. Give to Ragone. Ragone lowers his shoulders, dives up the middle. Gain of 3 on the carry. Second down.
Only 7:50 left in the quarter. The clock keeps ticking. Wayne Hill's doing a decent job here on this little set of downs. Stopping Ragone. 1 play by Bronander got Ramapo a first down, but Wayne Hills is doing a good job. They need to stay focused. They need to stay at home on the outside with the linebackers and the cornerbacks. That's going to be the key today.
Second and 9. Pizzari under center. Empty backfield. Riccardi lined up in the slot. Hogan in motion. Pizzari, another draw play, dives up the middle. Gain of 2. That'll bring up third down. Looks like the ball might have gotten loose. Either way, Pizzari able to dive back on top of it.
I'm not really sure of the play calling right now. I mean, what is that, the 5th or 6th time they've run that? We're pretty much just into the second quarter. I don't understand where they're going with this. It hasn't worked the past 3 times. You got to let it go.
Well, being a former coach, Chad, I must say that the philosophy in coaching is use it until it doesn't work. And it's been working all game, so there's no reason for Drew Gibbs to stray from that draw play.
3rd down and 7 for Ramapo from the Wayne Hills 35-yard line. Pizzari out of the gun. Pizzari back to pass. Excellent protection. Firing. He has number 11, James Leach, 1st down at the 15-yard line.
James Leach ran a little stop and then come back on an angle 5 yards, and that's what he did. And he completely shook the Wayne Hills secondary.
20-yard gain for the Raiders. 1st down and 10.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say this is the biggest drive of the entire first half. If Wayne Hills is able to stop them, I believe all the momentum pushes back on their side, and I don't think Ramapo is going to be able to recover.
Absolutely, Chad.
1st down, Pizzari under center. We're going the lone back. Ball at the 16. Pizzari gives to Hogan on the reverse. Hogan shakes a couple tackles. Hit from behind by Romeo. Brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the carry.
Hogan, very good running the ball as well. He's able to read his blockers, cuts the ball up when it needs to be cut up, and he's a very good runner. Gets a lot of yards after the catch.
Well, Coach Dave, I'm just wondering right now, you're going up against this Ramapo team. How do you personally stop Hogan from dominating?
You got to have what I like to call the spy on him, which is got to have your one player, usually your fastest player, follow him wherever he goes. Doesn't matter what the play is, just follow Hogan.
After a gain of 8, it'll be 2nd and 2. Pizzari out of the gun. We're going to his left. Pizzari back to pass. Under pressure. Complete to Bronander, who bobbles and takes it into the end zone for a Ramapo touchdown. 8-yard touchdown pass from A.J. Pizzari to Bill Bronander to put the Raiders within 8 points, 21-13.
This is like the Red River shootout between Oklahoma and Texas every year. We already have had 35 points put up on the board, 34 pending the extra point, excuse me. Wayne Hills, I don't know how well they'll be able to compete with the talented receiver core of Leach, Bronander, and the extremely talented all-star Chris Hogan. We'll see.
Heilman's extra point is blocked by number 1, Joe Giampapa, to keep the Patriot lead at 21-13. So G-Poo continues to step up.
Joe Giampapa, good friend of mine, might I add. Made a great play there. This kid knows how important every point is against this game. Now Ramapo's down 8. They'll need to go for a 2-point conversion so they score again. That's a huge play right there by Joe Giampapa.
Oh, it is, but I mean, how can Ramapo allow that to happen? You can't allow that to happen on any field goal, but especially an extra point. That's just a chip shot. That's bad blocking on their part.
I agree, Chad, especially considering Joe Giampapa lines up on the inside. He went right through the heart of that Ramapo offensive line. There is no excuses for that if you're the Ramapo offensive line, and Ramapo's coaches are going to talk to them about that. That is very unacceptable.
Trailing 21-13, 5:22 remaining in the first half. Heilman set to kick off for the Green Raiders. Tolo and Van Peenen stand at the Wayne Hills 5-yard line, set to return.
See if Wayne Hills can regroup after that very impressive Ramapo drive. I think it was 8 or 9 plays, 80 yards. No, excuse me, it was only about 60 yards because Ramapo started at the 35-yard line. So 65-yard drive there by Ramapo.
Heilman's kick, a good one. Fielded by Van Peenen at the 12-yard line. He cuts it up the middle of the field, across the 30, lowers his shoulders, dives ahead to the 37-yard line, and the Patriots will take over there.
Mr. Everything has improved greatly in the special teams area of his game. All year, that's what he's been doing. Coach Olsen tries to get him his set of carries as he'll come in and tailback in this set of downs. But usually he gets a lot of touches in the special teams. He'll return the punt return. He'll return the punts and the kicks, and he's been doing a great job all year.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 37-yard line. Motions Giampapa into the slot. Pitch to Tolo, strong side, bottom of your screen. Tries to cut the corner, unable to. Gain of 2 on the carry, 2nd down.
You know, I have a lot of confidence in this Wayne Hills offense. I've watched them every game this year, and it's very good. But if this becomes a shootout, which it appears to be, I just don't think they can match the weapons of a Hogan and Pizzari and the list just goes on.
I agree, Chad. If this is going to be one of those 56-49 games that we have seen in the past in our extensive announcing careers, you can't see that Wayne Hills will be able to put up the 49 or 56 points that is necessary to win this ball game.
And there's your hint for the Wayne trivia question. It was a high-scoring game last year. On 2nd and 8, Warzel back to pass, looking for Schultz. Incomplete through the hands of Scott Schultz. Would have been a Patriot first down. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
And all you can think about when you see a play like that is, where was John Hine? John Hine's injured, folks. Schultz has been doing a pretty good job all year, the past 2-3 games trying to fill in for him. But, you can't expect the sophomore to step in and make huge plays.
So Ramapo catches a break as Scott Schultz unable to come up with the Warzel pass. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Patriots. Warzel under center, G-Poo and Van Peenan in the backfield. Warzel under pressure, unloads, complete to Giampapa. Gain of about 1 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7, and the Patriots will be forced to punt.
That can't be good. See, this is the momentum that Ramapo loves to have. They're one of these teams that scores in streaks, much like a team would score in lacrosse where they score 8 goals in a row. And Ramapo likes to do this. They'll score 3 or 4 touchdowns in a row if they get some momentum. We could see that happen. Hogan back to receive.
Van Peenan on to punt. Hogan back to receive. Stands at his own 25-yard line. It'll be a short punt. Bounce fielded by Hogan at the 27. Hogan runs around, runs backwards, and he is knocked down at the 24-yard line by a host of Patriots special teamers. Ramapo takes over there, 1st down and 10.
2 mistakes by Hogan there. You don't field a rolling ball like that, and you don't run backwards.
You certainly don't run backwards. I think he should be getting a handful from Mr. Gibbs on the sideline.
Unfortunately, Chris Hogan doesn't usually go to the sidelines, so he'll be out on the field, and Drew Gibbs won't get a chance to yell at him. Folks, we got 11 seconds on the game clock until we reveal our Wayne Be There trivia question and answer.
3:40 run remaining in the first half. Ramapo ball, 1st and 10. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Pizzari out of the gun. Ragone to his right. Give to Ragone. Ragone up the middle. Has a hole. 1st down and then some. Cuts it across the 40. Across to the 45. Finally brought down at his own 46-yard line. 1st down, Luca Ragone.
Luca Ragone, great vision on that run. Saw his hole. Saw the seam upfield. Ran right through it. Got great yardage on that run.
I'll give the trivia question at the conclusion of this play.
Gain of 21 on the previous Ragone run. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders from their own 46. Pizzari out of the shotgun. Pizzari back to pass. Quick look to Hogan. Hogan complete across the 50-yard line. Tumbles over, brought down at the Patriot 49-yard. About 3 or 4 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd down.
And with that, it is time indeed for our trivia question. The Wayne trivia question. It was last year's state playoffs, Ramapo and Wayne Hills. What was the final score of that game? Any ideas, gentlemen?
I know the score, Cody. Do you know the score?
I know the score, but it would be cheating because I have my book in front of me.
It was 35-12 in favor of the Ramapo Raiders on that North 1 Group 3 semifinal of the 2003 New Jersey High School State Playoffs.
On 2nd and 3, Pizzari back to pass. Being chased around, dives ahead. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
And once again, that trivia question is brought to you by Wayne Be There. And I hope to say that won't be my last trivia question, because if indeed Wayne Hills moves on to the finals, we'll be right back.
And if you want to submit a trivia question, feel free to email us, WayneHillsTV@yahoo.com. That address, WayneHillsTV@yahoo.com. 3rd down and 3 for the Green Raiders from the Wayne Hills 49-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Pizzari back to pass, under pressure, and he is brought down in the backfield. That's Justin Dubin and Ray Van Peenan, and not Ray Van Peenan, number 72. That's Matt Johnson, the sophomore.
This is great. Matt Johnson, the kid's only a sophomore, has 2 severely damaged knees, but he fights through the pain. He makes big plays in big games. The kid's only a sophomore, folks.
A sophomore, my goodness, what pressure by Wayne Hills on that one. Pizzari, nothing to do but just fall down, take the hit.
And on 4th down and 20, Ramapo forced a punt. Troy Helian on to punt. Seco and DeTolo stand at the Wayne Hills 20-yard line. A short punt. It'll bounce at the 40. Trickle across the 35. Will finally be down by Ramapo inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. Wayne Hills will take over there. 1:11 remaining in the second quarter. The Patriots lead the Green Raiders by a score of 21-13.
Run that ball, Wayne Hills. Just get a few plays in, get that clock down to 0, go into the locker room with an 8-point lead at half. You couldn't really ask for more.
Yeah, Dave, you're right. I mean, Wayne Hills gets the ball back to begin the third quarter. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they went for a couple passes, but I would run.
First down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Warzel under center. Giampapa and DeSico in the backfield. Give out on the sideline to Nick Romeo. Romeo across the first down yard line. First down, run out of bounds after a 13-yard gain. First down for the Patriots. Nick Romeo.
It's my favorite play in the playbook from Wayne Hills. It's called the bubble. And they run it to Nick Jerry Romeo every time. He scored several touchdowns on that play where he just catches and runs with it, gets some blocks downfield.
Oh, there he is. Jerry exploding down the left side of the field for the first.
So they'll call it a gain of 15. It'll be first down and 10 for the Patriots from the Ramapo 49-yard line. Minute 4 remaining in the second quarter. Patriots driving, first down and 10. Warzel under center. Giampapa and DeSico in the backfield. Warzel's going to pass. Under pressure, chased out of the pocket, launches it up. This one will fall out of bounds. Caught by somebody from Ramapo on the sideline. Nick Romeo looked a little bit shaken up on the play. Not sure what happened.
Number 7, John Kleiner, 5'10", 180 with a cheap shot right there, might I add, on Nick Jerry Romeo. That was a very dirty play. The ball was clearly out of bounds. He runs by and just knocks Nick Romeo down. Nick Romeo's going to look to make him pay for that one.
Be second down and 10, inside a minute, 58 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wayne Hills leads Ramapo 21-13, and they're driving. Warzel under center, Wiseman in at receiver, give up the middle to DeSico. DeSico dives ahead to the 45-yard line, gain of 4 on the carry. Clock continues to move, 48 seconds remaining.
It was a good play by Wayne Hills. Not sure if they're trying. Nope, they're going to call a timeout here. That's good. Now you can run an out route, get out of bounds, get that first down. You only need 5 yards. So that was a very excellent. That was a great play call by Coach Christian Olsen.
Second down and 6. So we have a timeout on the field. 44 seconds remaining in the first half from Ramapo High School in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. The Ramapo Raiders trail the Patriots by a score of 21-13. You're watching Channel 77 Wayne Hills TV.
Looks like the sophomore tight end Scott Schultz, number 83. They call him Iowa. That's where he lived before he moved here for his freshman year of high school. Scott Schultz stands at about 6'3", I do believe, Cody, and he looks to check back in the game for the second. Is it a 3rd and 6, I do believe, with 44.9 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, before Scotty, I really never met anyone from Iowa. Either of you?
Most people from Iowa don't exactly emigrate to Wayne, New Jersey.
Well, they should, because it's great.
Very, very good athletes out there from Iowa.
Schultz stands at 6'3", 232 pounds. On 2nd and 6, Wiseman in motion. Warzel under center, back to pass, under pressure, gets the ball away near the sideline. Smart play by Warzel, under pressure rather than trying to force it. He threw it out of bounds. Great play by Warzel on 2nd down.
Well, that's what Pizarro has just failed to do this half. When you're under pressure, throw it away. Don't make something happen out of nothing.
It was a very smart play by Nick Warzel. Going with that 8-point lead. It's only 39.2, so if you're Wayne Hills, hit them deep, force Ramapo to run the ball and run this clock. You want to go into that. You really, really want to go into the quarter's end, halftime, with an 8-point lead as Ramapo calls a timeout.
Ramapo will call a timeout. That's their first timeout. Wayne Hills also with 2 timeouts remaining. 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wayne Hills leads 21-13. Be a 4th and 6 for the Patriots as they'll be set to punt.
Wouldn't it be interesting if they fake punted it here for the Hills? That would really be something else. It's very possible. I mean, Ramapo would never expect it.
One thing Hills has to do right now is, you know, if you're going to use all the clock, that's fine. You cannot afford a turnover here. Don't give Ramapo any momentum going into that halftime locker room. There's Wally Johnson they're making these guys pumped up. You got to love it.
There's a very experienced and accoladed special teams coach.
On 4th down and 6, Hogan stands at his own 12, set to return the punt. Van Penen on to punt for the Patriots. Van Penen gets it away, a high punt, not a very long punt. Bounce at the 25-yard line. Ramapo will take over there, 1st down and 10, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They trail the Patriots by a score of 21-13.
That's one of those that can take a Patriot bounce and go 15 yards after the kick. Fortunately, just stopped dead on the field turf.
Well, there I go. I said no turnovers. They didn't do that. They didn't give a high snap, and he really didn't boot the kick, so it worked out well.
Ball will be spotted on the 27-yard line, the Ramapo 27. Be 1st down and 10 for the Green Raiders. Pizzari will go out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Gallagher, Bronander, and Hogan. Pizzari will throw. On 1st down, rolls out, being chased by Altanji, complete to Bronander at the 35-yard line, dives ahead across the 40 to the 41-yard line. A 1st down on a 15-yard gain by the Raiders on 1st down, and they'll use their 2nd timeout.
That play took a lot of time off the clock, only 20 seconds. That was over a 10-second play right there by Pizzari. He was looking for receivers for much too long.
So 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Ramapo ball, 1st and 10. If you're just joining us, it's the North 1 Group 3 state semifinal from Ramapo High School, the Wayne Hills Patriots and the Ramapo Raiders. And we have a shootout here in the first half, 21-13 Wayne Hills.
If you're just joining us, you're missing a great game, so don't change the channel because, might I add, there are no commercials here. We are a commercial-free network, the Wayne Hills television channel, number 77.
As we break from the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 41. Low snap, and Pizzari goes down at the 30-yard line. Brought down by Joe Giampapa, who's having an incredible game for the Patriots. As Ramapo will sit on this, time winding down in the first half. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and that'll bring us to halftime from Ramapo High School, with the Wayne Hills Patriots leading the Ramapo Raiders by a score of 21-13. The stars of the first half, really, Pete DeSico with 2 touchdowns, and Joe Giampapa doing a little bit of everything for these Patriots.
This is really very good for Wayne Hills. Going in with the lead, they're pumped up. They made some mistakes, so to tell you the truth, they didn't play their best football that they could possibly play. Ramapo didn't play their best football, that's for sure. Adrian Pizzari throwing 2 interceptions. But what you got to say here is you got to take a lot out of this if you're Wayne Hills. You've got the lead. You're playing well on defense. You're not playing great. A couple bad bounces cost you a touchdown. But you got to be happy.
Guys, I would look for a lot more of Ben Hogan in the second half. I expect Pizzari to just attack him with the ball.
That would be Chris Hogan, Chad. Chris Hogan, the fabled Ramapo all-star wide receiver.
Yes, Ben Hogan. I was being confused. I was watching golf the other day. Ben Hogan is a professional golfer.
It's very excusable.
Now Dave Rogers, Grant Till, and the rest of the crew had a chance to talk with Coach Olson earlier this week. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Well, I think we have to have a great week of practice. I think we have to play very good on special teams and continue to play like we've been playing the last couple of weeks since the Ramapo game, and including the last Ramapo game. I think we'll be fine. I think in the first game, coming up short on the 4th and 1 was a big play. We gave a couple big pass plays in the secondary, so we need to put more pressure on the quarterback. I think if we can get those things done, that things go our way. Players, same as always. It starts with our quarterback, Nick, Roselle, our 3 running backs, Toby, Ray, and Pete, our receivers, Kyle and Nick Romeo, and of course our offensive line.
Patriots scoring. Pete DeSico scored on a 12-yard scamper on the first drive of the game. Then on the first Ramapo drive of the game, second Ramapo drive of the game, rather, DeSico picked off a ball and took it back 20 yards for the second Patriots touchdown. Patriots then added a 2-point conversion after Warzel missed the first extra point, and the final Patriots score to bring it to 21-13 was a touchdown pass from Nick Warzel to Nick Romeo of 8 yards.
Well, Hills is going to start out with the ball here, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of formations they're going to start out with. What are they going to do that just going to shock this Ramapo team?
If I'm Coach Olson, you get the first downs, set the tempo of the second half, and if you're Wayne Hills, you want it to be a slow game in the second half to avoid the big plays coming out of Ramapo's very good pass offense from Bronander, Leach, and the famous Chris Hogan. So just run the ball, I'd say, on this first set of downs. Use DeTolo, maybe Van Peen, the young sophomore. He's got a lot of energy right now. He hasn't been playing much in the first half aside from special teams.
Warzel's already thrown 2 interceptions today. Bronander and Chris Hogan each with 1 apiece. Nick Warzel's going to have to play smarter football. We're set to start the second half from Ramapo High School. The Patriots lead the Green Raiders by a score of 21-13. Semifinal North 1 Group 3 state sectional playoffs.
Dave, I know you used to play quarterback, and I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but I'm seeing Warzel warm up. Is it very hard for you to warm up to open up the second half like it is the beginning of the game?
Very hard. Your shoulders seem they stiffen up big time. But I'm sure Warzel, as I did when I was a former quarterback, stretches out in the locker room. You stretch your shoulders out, keep yourself loose the entire game from start to finish, so that your rotator cuff, that's the big thing when you're throwing the ball, you need to make sure that's loose. And I think Nick Warzel knows his stretches. He's a very experienced starting quarterback, and he knows what to do. The halftime break won't affect his ability to throw the ball much.
Warzel making his 20th career start here this afternoon, so he's an experienced quarterback. Patriots will receive the ball to start the second half. Van Penen and DeTolo stand back at the Wayne Hills 5-yard line. Bobby Heilman set to kick off for the Green Raiders.
Let's see if Mr. Everything, Ray Van Penen, can get another big kick return as he has in the first 2 times he's received the ball.
Heilman's kickoff to start the second half. A low kick fielded on a hop by Toby DeTolo. He cuts it across the 20-yard line, brought down at the 24-yard line. Wayne Hills will take over there. First down for the Patriots.
Good kick by Ramapo's kicker, number 85, Bobby Heilman. Only 145 pounds, only a junior, folks. He has a very good leg.
You know, opening up here, I expect a lot of running from Wayne Hills. I think they realize, passing with Warzel, it's tough with these weather conditions. I expect a lot of ground game here.
Completely agree with you, Chad.
We'll start a second half action. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Warzel gives to DeSico. DeSico bounces it off left tackle on the sideline, cuts it up the sideline, brought out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Gain of 4 on the carry. Second down. While we have a moment, we'll reset the Patriots starting lineup for you. Nick Warzel, the quarterback, Joe Giampapa, the fullback, Pete DeSico, the halfback. The 2 wide receivers are Nick Romeo and Kyle Cavanaugh, and the tight end is Scott Schultz.
You can't see it, folks, but in the stands there are some crazy Hills fanatics with their shirts off. They got Hills written across the chest. These kids mean business. They're ready to watch a very impressive and hopefully a great second half for Wayne Hills football.
2nd and 5. Warzel gives to Giampapa, who takes it up the middle. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
This is what Ramapo wants to do. You need to reduce Hills' production on the first 2 downs and force Warzel to pass the ball.
Well, this is going to be interesting to see how Hills approaches it. It's pretty clear Ramapo has a good sense on how to maintain this Hills running game. So Warzel is going to have to play a big factor if he wants to win this game.
I don't look for the Patriots to do anything too fancy here. Thinking maybe either a little end around to one of the running backs or just a little screen pass to Nick Romeo and let him use his speed. On 3rd down and 5, Warzel under center. Drops back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. Under pressure. Looking downfield. And as he throws, incomplete, just short of Nick Romeo at the 40-yard line. Warzel tackled out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Patriots will be forced to punt.
Just how Ramapo scripted it coming out of the locker room. Get them a quick 4 and out and work on your offense.
Warzel had Romeo standing, but just throwing the ball across his body. Couldn't put enough muster on it to get it to him. It's unfortunate for Hills.
So it'll bring them 4th down and 5 for the Patriots. Van Penen set to punt, standing at his own 16-yard line. Number 24, Chris Hogan, set to return for Ramapo. And it's a fake. Direct snap to Van Penen, cutting it towards the sideline, cuts it up the field, dives across the 30, and he is not able to get it. And it doesn't look like that was a scripted play. Van Penen did that on his own off the low snap.
Van Penen was wary of the punt being blocked, so he just took off with it. Ramapo is now going to have the ball on Hills' 31-yard line. Great field position for them. And might I add, folks, the rain is back with a vengeance. It's starting up again, and it's coming down pretty hard now.
I would not want to be in Super Ray's shoes right now. Mr. Coach Olson is not happy.
1st down and 10 for Ramapo from the Wayne Hills 33-yard line. Pizzari under center, Ragon, the lone back, 3 wide receiver set. Pizzari, play action under pressure from Dubin. Looks like it could have been a hold. Incomplete, intended for number 3. That's Troy Healy in the tight end. Covered beautifully by Kyle Cavanaugh, the senior safety.
Cavanaugh bites on the double play action and then has enough wheels to get back and cover the tight end and knock the ball out of his hands. Great play.
You know, David, let's just go back to that punt again. I just don't see why Super Ray would run with that. It's not like the pressure was swarming. He had time to pick it up and kick, didn't he?
He doesn't really know that, though. He's got his head down when he's going to pick the ball up, and he doesn't want to have to look up and punt the ball right into a defender's hands. So he just took off with it. Questionable play, but I don't know. I think I would have made the same decision if I was in his shoes.
On 2nd down and 10, Pizzari will use the first Ramapo timeout of the second half. They have 2 remaining. 10:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter from Ramapo High School. The Raiders trail the Patriots by a score of 21-13. Smart play by the senior quarterback. Pizzari didn't like what he saw on the defense, used a timeout, and the Raiders will regroup.
You know, this is very important for Hills to get a stop here. I know, even for Super Ray, he's going to be thinking about this. If they score, he's just not going to be able to live that down.
I would have to agree, Chad. But Ray Van Penen on the field now. He'll have to step it up on the defensive side of the ball, try to make up for that error on the punt return.
Rain really starting to pick up here. It's a cold day, and now to add the rain, it's definitely a football atmosphere
Well,
here.
I'll tell you what, guys, this continues. You two are on your own.
It's very funny, Chad. My back is actually starting to ache up because of the cold. Probably should have stretched before I started announcing.
Yeah, we're probably probably more tired than the players themselves right now. I mean, listen to these fans. You gotta love the passion.
So Ramapo breaks from timeout. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Wayne Hills 32-yard line. 10:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Fans really starting to get back into this game. 2nd down and 10. Pizzari out of the gun. Ragon to his right. Play action to Ragon. Pizzari takes it himself on the right side. Cuts it back across the 30-yard line. He has the 1st down. Gain of 12 on the carry. 1st down for Ramapo.
Pizzari hasn't done much with the arm, but he is really burning Hills with his legs, doing a great job rolling out on those play action draws.
Guys, don't look now. I can't be sure of this, but I believe I saw lightning in the sky.
I don't know if I saw that, Chad, but folks, just want to let you know, though it appears to be a night game, it is indeed only 2:30 or something in the afternoon, and it's just a very gloomy sky, so they have turned on the lights.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Leach in motion. Pizzari rolls out. Give to Ragon. Ragon off tackle on the left side. Cuts it towards the end zone. He has the corner, and he will march into the end zone for a Ramapo touchdown. Wayne Hills now leads by a score of 21-19.
Got to go for 2 here. That blocked extra point before forces them in a position to do so.
Ramapo comes out firing on all cylinders in the second half. They have absolutely every bit of the momentum right now. They're going to go for 2 to tie this game up, and if they tie it up, could be bad news for Wayne Hills. They need to really do something on this next set of downs to try to get some of the momentum back from the Ramapo Raiders.
Ramapo comes out of the huddle. They will indeed go for two, trailing Wayne Hills 21-19. Pizzari out of the gun, 3 wide receiver set. Hogan, Bronander, and Leach. Hogan in motion towards the top of your screen. Low snap, fielded by Pizzari. Pizzari rolls out, looking right corner of the end zone. He has Chris Hogan in the corner to tie up the game, 21-21. So after coming out with a quick 14-0 lead, Ramapo able to bring it back, all the way back, tying it up at 21.
Exactly, Cody. You cannot forget the fact that Hill started out this game 14-0. This is very bad news for them. They've completely had a meltdown right now. Ramapo is just going wild.
Started the game up 14-0. Then went up 21-7. Ramapo 14 unanswered points right here. This spells bad news for Wayne Hills right now. They really need to get focused and get back in the game right now. Though it's only tied, mentally it seems that Wayne Hills is out of it.
With the score tied 21-21, 9:58 remaining in the third quarter. Heilman set to kick off for the Raiders. Ray Van Pienen and Toby Solo stand back inside the Wayne Hills 10-yard line, set to return. Heilman's kick, a good one, end-over-end kick fielded by DeTolo at the 10-yard line. DeTolo upfield, brought down at the 19-yard line. Wayne Hills takes over there, first down and 10.
It'll be interesting to see what Hills does right now. The last possession, Ramapo really did stop the run, so I would not be surprised if they came out with a couple passing plays.
Absolutely, Chad. You need to try to get a big play here. The big play will weaken and cause this Ramapo defense to be a little more porous, so they're going to look for a big pass play, I would assume.
On 1st and 10, DeTolo in at running back. Ball at the 24-yard line, give to DeTolo. DeTolo tries to shake a tackle, brought down a yard deep in the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. He tried to shake the tackle of number 4, Angelo Riccardi, to no avail.
Ramapo all over the Wayne Hills running game. I think they seem to have gotten a read on the offensive line and which way the ball is going to go on a running play. They're doing a great job shutting down the Hills run. Nick Worsels needs to step up, make some good plays with his arm, and the receivers, Kavanaugh and Romeo, need to get some yards after the catch, get some first downs here.
And Wayne Hills will use their first timeout of the second half, both teams with 2 remaining. 9:16 remaining in the second half from Ramapo High School. Wayne Hills and Ramapo deadlocked at 21.
Coach Olson is livid. Seems to be some miscommunication between the play call to the quarterback and the quarterback relaying it to the rest of his team. Something wrong with the motion on that play, and Coach Olson is not happy about it.
Well, despite how much the momentum is going towards Ramapo right now, you gotta believe in Wayne Hills that they're gonna pull this out, mainly because the coaching is great and the players are just so talented.
Gotta give the Wayne Hills fans credit. Even though Ramapo's brought it all the way back to tie it up at 21, they're still just as into this game, if not even more into it than they were when it started. If you're just joining us, you tuned in at a great time. Wayne Hills Ramapo 21 all, 9:16 remaining in the third quarter from Ramapo High School. You're watching Wayne Hills football on Channel 77, the Wayne Hills Television Network.
Brought to you by, let me remind you folks, the announcing crew today is the A-Team, Cody Chrusciel, myself, Dave Rogers, and Chad the Cutman Cutler.
On 2nd and 11, we have a flag on the play, and it will indeed be illegal motion against the
We got
Patriots.
a fan going wild. Be careful, Cody.
Could have another repeat of a little basketball game that happened the other night between the Detroit Pistons and the Indiana Pacers. Wouldn't want to have any arguments with these fans here from Wayne Hills. They're fired up. They want to win this game.
Penalty will go against the Patriots. That'll knock them back 5 yards and bring up 2nd down and 16. Ball spotted on their own 18-yard line. Warzel brings the Patriots out. Warzel out of the shotgun. Giampapa and Van Pienen to either side. 2 wide receivers set. Give to Van Pienen. Van Pienen moves up the middle, gets 5 yards back on 2nd down, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
You know, Coach Dave, I got a question for you right now. I mean, it's pretty clear, you know, the momentum has escaped you. Is there one thing you could do that could really reestablish it with your team and just get you going again?
Big play. And if you can't, you need the big play here to get the momentum back, which is just like a 20-yard plus play to get a first down. Wayne Hills seems to be struggling. And so if you're Wayne Hills right now, 3rd and 12, try a trick play. I know you have some back in your back pocket, up your sleeve, ready to go if need be. Run a trick play. Try to get a big play. That'll get the momentum back to you and quiet the opposing team's crowd.
On 3rd and 12, Warzel will go out of the shotgun. Feeling the pressure. Ramapo sends the house. Warzel being chased, escapes the pressure, rolls out to the left, tucks the ball, and is brought out of bounds at the 28-yard line. We have a flag on the play. Let's wait and see what the call is.
Almost certain that it's going to be a holding call based on where the flag was thrown.
Flag thrown exactly where Warzel was knocked out of bounds.
Certain hush over the crowd as this is a very big call.
Referees are going to rescind the call, take it back. Seems that the penalty flag was thrown for no apparent reason.
That'll bring up 4th down and 6 for the Patriots, and they will punt.
But you got to like that. You know, the officials huddle up. They get the call right. That's what you don't want at the end of the game, blaming it on the refs. You huddle up, you get the call right. That's how you get a quality official.
Absolutely. Your main object as an officiator is to not have an effect on the ball game.
Van Peenen's punt, a beautiful punt. Fielded by Hogan at his own 45. Brought down from behind by Nick Jerry Romeo at the 50-yard line. And Ramapo takes over there. 8:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Score tied 21-all.
Nick Romeo, only a junior, very experienced at the gunner position, which is what he was just playing there on the punt. He played it last year as a sophomore before suffering a season-ending collarbone injury.
Yeah, you got to like what Jerry did right there. He did not allow Hogan to really break through.
1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Wayne Hills 49-yard line rather. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone barrels ahead, gain of 3 on the carry, 2nd down. Ragone lowered his shoulders, made sure he hung on to the ball, picked up 3 yards on 1st down.
We're trying to get a count from our sideline reporter, Grant Hill, on the yardage for Gianluca Ragone. Grant is down there somewhere lurking around.
2nd down and 7, 7:34 remaining. Pizzari back to pass, rolls out to his right. Being chased by Ogden, gets it away, looking downfield, ball intercepted. Toby DeTolo at the Wayne Hills 25-yard line. The Wayne Hills secondary continues to play a huge role in today's game. Toby DeTolo steps up on 2nd and 7.
This is the worst Adrian Pizzari has ever played, but you got to give credit to Toby DeTolo on that. Great adjustment on the ill-thrown pass, gets the pick right off the tips of his fingers. That was a great play by Toby DeTolo. It's good to see the senior making big plays in big games.
Oh, that was a Michael Jordan jump, Dave. Oh, my God, what a jump, what a catch. I don't know what Ragone's really thinking, but it was a nice play by none other than the Wayne Hills great.
So the momentum continues to shift back and forth. The momentum on the Patriots side. 1st down and 10 for Wayne Hills from the 24-yard line. Warzel back to pass. Quick look on the left side. Incomplete, intended for Nick Romeo. Threw it behind him. Might have been a little miscommunication. Looks like Warzel thought he was going to cut towards the sideline. Romeo cut it back towards the middle of the field.
Unfortunately, Drew Gibbs is not on the Patriots team, so that was an ill-thrown ball. But definitely there was some miscommunication on the route running. I think Warzel thought it was a post to the outside as opposed to a post to the center of the field. The receiver there ran a post pattern up 10 yards and then broke it to the hash marks on between the middle of the field and the sideline, and Warzel just threw it to the sideline.
2nd down and 10. Warzel back to pass. Good protection. Warzel looking downfield, looking for Kavanaugh, and he overthrows him by a good 10 or 15 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A little side note about Warzel right now. We should make it known that he has now thrown for 1,400 yards this year. That's a career high for him.
Nick Warzel not having statistically maybe the best season in North Jersey football history, but he is playing smart football. He's managing the games better this year than he did in his starts as a junior. Another miscommunication, though, on a route. Wayne Hills like to do these hot routes where they'll run a specified route, and then the receiver can break one way. Kavanaugh broke inside. Warzel threw the high route to the outside and deep.
3rd down and 10. Quick look. Romeo on the right sideline shakes a tackler. Brought down after a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Defensive struggle here. So after that first Ramapo touchdown, now each defense doing a pretty good job. They ran the bubble screen. Ramapo knew the play, was all over it.
Saw 21 points combined from these two teams put up in the first 7.5 minutes of the ball game. Only 7 points thus far, and we're 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. So it has indeed been a defensive struggle in the second half. Van Peenen's punt, another beauty. Fair catch called for by Hogan as he catches it inside the Ramapo 40 at the 39-yard line. Green Raiders will take over there, 1st and 10.
And you gotta love Mr. Everything, Ray Van Peenen, in this situation, having great punts. Field position is going to play a vital role in these last about 18 minutes left in the football game if you count the 3rd and 4th quarter. And field position is going to be very important in who wins this game.
Well, yeah, I mean, just the fact that the Ramapo defense has played so well, it's just going to be tough for Wayne Hills to get such field position that they can perhaps even attempt a field goal.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Ramapo. Ball spotted on their own 39-yard line. Pizzari gives to Ragone. Ragone buried at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If they had to say something for the Wayne Hills defense, they are doing an absolutely fantastic job on Chris Hogan. He scored his 1 touchdown on a reverse where it was a fumble and the ball bounced right to him. Unfortunate for Hills, but they really have shut him down in the passing game, not getting the huge plays that he had in the first meeting.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a completely different game than it was in the first half. The first half, it was whoever got the ball, they were getting in the end zone. Right now, they're lucky to get a 1st down.
2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Ball on the 39-yard line. 4 wide receivers in the ball game. Pizzari back to pass, feeling the pressure, steps up in the pocket, launches it downfield, looking for Hogan. Hogan turned around the other way. Good coverage by the Patriots secondary as the ball falls incomplete.
Wobbly throw. Pizzari held on to it a little too long. Probably should have released it a little earlier. And Joe Giampapa, the senior, made him pay for it. He absolutely dumped Pizzari on that play after he released it.
But, I mean, if you throw anything in the general vicinity of Mr. Hogan, he's going to catch that ball. Just turn the opposite way. Otherwise, this is bad news for Hills.
Bring up 3rd down and 10. 5:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Score tied at 21.
Lurin, the big defensive lineman, will check you out for this 3rd time. Wayne Hills will go into their formation, type of the dime defense. So they'll go with 4 defensive backs as they'll bring in another defensive back here.
3rd down and 10 for Ramapo from their own 39. Pizzari out of the gun. He drops back. He's looking to pass. He has Ragone in the middle of the field, and that'll be about 5 yards short of the 1st down. Patriots defense comes up huge here in the 3rd quarter, and the Green Raiders will be forced to punt.
Joe Giampapa listed as a 5'11", 214, listed a little generously in the height category. He probably is a little over 230, though, as a linebacker. Surprising speed for his size. Tracks down Gianluca Ragone there and makes the tackle. That was a great play. Big play on 3rd down.
Of course, Giampapa, the defensive end for the Patriots last year, led the team in tackles and sacks, I believe. Maybe not tackles, but he did lead the Patriots in sacks. And on 4th down, the ball is loose. It'll be Patriots ball inside Ramapo territory at the 45-yard line.
No, that was not a fumble, Cody. Actually, Ramapo faked the punt there, snapped it right to direct snap to Gianluca Ragone, and he couldn't get anything. Wayne Hills, I mean, that's the thing. You don't understand this. If you're going to run a punt fake, everybody's rushing in. How can you run a punt fake and run the ball?
Yeah,
you got to pass the ball.
You have to pass, but I just don't like the call altogether. I mean, with the way the Hills offense have looked this half, why make them in a situation so close to your end zone?
1st and 10 for the Patriots on 1st down. Give to Ray Van Peenen. Van Peenen on the right side, brought down out of bounds. Gain of 1, maybe 2 on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down. And once again, Dave, all the momentum going back to the Patriots.
Yeah, Drew Gibbs apparently didn't value the field position factor here. I think it's very important in a game of this magnitude. Had a lot of faith in his trick play, didn't come out. Wayne Hills has great field position, and as you said, Cody, the momentum is back in their favor.
Well, I would not be surprised right now to see a play action and a pretty deep pass. I think it's time you have to start creating something.
On 2nd and 8, Warzel under center. Giampapa and Van Penen in the backfield. Wiseman and Kavanaugh, the receivers, give to Van Penen, who puts it on the ground, and it is recovered by Ramapo at their own 45-yard line, so the momentum shift continues.
This is as if a game was played in the first week of the season. Both teams very sloppy today. Ramapo and Wayne Hills, I do believe, each have 3 turnovers on the day.
Ball has to be very, very wet out there, though. I mean, if the rain slowed down a little bit, it's been raining pretty much steadily all game.
The rain should not be a factor in whether you fumble the ball or not. You got to secure your arms around that.
1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 45. We're going the lone back. Pizzari under center. Leach in motion towards the top of your screen. Pizzari rolls out to the right. Give to Ragone. Ragone is brought back 3 yards deep in the backfield. Great play by the Patriots D-line. 2nd down and 14.
You know, Cody, my key to the game was whoever turns the ball over is going to lose the game. Well, both teams have turned the ball over, so I really got nowhere to go with this. I mean, they are just, every time they get the ball, there's mistakes being made, and it's really going to come back and haunt you, I guarantee it.
2nd down and 14 for Ramapo. Ball spotted at their own 42-yard line. Wayne Hills comes out with 4 defensive backs in their dime. Pizzari will go out of the gun on 2nd down. Pizzari with the draw play up the middle, and he is wrapped up. Gain of 1 on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down. I have no idea about that play call, Dave. I don't understand it.
They keep going back to that draw play. I don't like the call because Wayne Hills is a read on it. Dave Ogden, another sophomore on this very deep Wayne Hills team, very young team actually, steps in, reads the play, makes the tackle. Dave Ogden only a sophomore, folks.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Raiders, a critical 3rd down and 12. Time winding down in the 3rd quarter, 3:43 remaining.
You know, you have to wonder, is Pizzari calling these draws on his own? Can Gibbs continue to go back to that?
Pizzari draw play up the middle. He has the 1st down, diving across the 50, brought down inside the 45 at the 42-yard line. So just as we criticize the draw play, Pizzari shoots right up a huge hole in the middle, dives ahead for a gain of 17 on 3rd down and 12.
We really need to stop talking, Cody. I mean, I think Drew Gibbs knows what he's talking about and knows what he's doing out there. Continues to call draw play after draw play. It seems that Pizzari just is burning Hills with his legs. He's a very fast quarterback. He's doing more than Gianluca Ragone as far as the running game is concerned right now.
That's why Drew Gibbs has a 30-3 career record, and we do not. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders from the Wayne Hills 43-yard line. Hogan in motion, flag on the play, play whistle dead. Have to imagine it's a false start on the offense.
That's a very good imagine there, Cody. It was a correct call by the referee. Somebody move quickly on the right side, on the far side of your screen for the Ramapo Raiders offensive line.
I mean, there's just been a dead stop in offensive production on both sides. I can't explain why that's happening.
You, in the beginning of the game, Chad, said whoever doesn't make turnovers will win this game. Both teams make turnovers. At the start of the 2nd half, I said whoever will make the better defensive adjustments will win the game. Both teams have made great defensive adjustments, so you don't know what to say here.
Be 1st down and 15 after the false start penalty. Pizzari again on the draw, gets about 4 yards on the carry, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and a long 10.
It's really starting to frustrate me with this Wayne Hills defense. They really need to get a read on this. Anytime Chris Hogan goes in motion, stay at home. Stay at home, because if your outside linebacker stay at home, you'll have Hogan on the reverse. If your linebackers and defensive linemen stay at home, you'll have Pizzari coming in on the draw.
Dave, they tell you 2 things the day you start playing football when you're 7 or 8 years old. 1, keep your legs moving if you're a running back or receiver, and 2, if you're on defense, stay at home.
Absolutely, Cody. You learned that from when you're playing Wayne PAL or Wyckoff Junior football, as these 2 teams have played when they were young kids.
2nd and 12. Pizzari out of the gun. 4 wide receiver set. Pizzari rolls out. Block picked up on Giampapa, who shakes it, levels Pizzari. Ball falls incomplete, intended for Chris Hogan. There's a flag on the play, and I do not understand that. That was a clean hit by Joe Giampapa.
I absolutely agree with you. As he released the ball, Giampapa finished the hit. That is not a roughing the passer play.
Giampapa took 1 step, leveled Pizzari. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not. It's a very bad call by the referee.
Well, I mean, the officials are very protective of the quarterback. We've seen this over the years. If you make slight contact with him, you're almost always going to get the call, and that's why they do it. It's about protecting the quarterback and not getting him hurt.
Especially Giampapo was locked up with number 55. Grant Camarado was able to shake him, able to get around him, able to hit Pizzari, force the incomplete pass.
Wait a minute, folks. Seems as the penalty was on Ramapo.
Was that A.J. Pizzari? I wasn't looking. I was looking downfield at the ball. Pizzari might have.
I think
don't know.
after Pizzari got hit, he exchanged some words. Maybe it was intentional grounding. We're not really sure about the call. I don't know. Either way, it was not a illegal hit on Joe Giampapa, and that's good for Wayne Hills.
What are they, nuts? What just happened out there? We're all watching the quarterback. The flag is thrown, and it's not on. I don't understand.
It could have been intentional grounding. He was outside the tackle box, so that possibility is out of the question.
Hogan only 2 or 3 yards from the ball, too.
Maybe he exchanged words with Giampapa after the hit. We don't know.
3rd and about 27 for Ramapo. Pizzari out of the gun, under pressure, and he is brought down once again. That is number 61, Mo Petracco, the defensive end for the Patriots. Coming up huge. Wayne Hills defense keeps them in this 21-21 game.
Petracco had a huge block earlier, makes a huge sack there, and it's 4th and about 850 yards here for Ramapo. They're going to have to punt.
Oh, that was just an absolute great play. You got to set the tone right now. Get your offense pumped up and try to get a score.
4th and 34, and Pete DeSico and Toby DeTolo stand at the original first down marker. DeTolo fields at the 25-yard line, cuts it across the 30, still on his feet at the 35, walks out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Wayne Hills takes over there.
There's going to be a low block on this play. I saw it coming all the way. It seems like Giampapa maybe fell. He hit the oncoming Ramapo Raider gunner for the punt team below the knees, and that's a penalty in high school football. I don't think it was clipping. I think it was just a low hit. You can't block below the knees.
It is a block below the waist, Dave.
Is it below the waist, Cody?
Below the waist. I think they said below the knees. I'm sorry. So Wayne Hills takes over inside their own 20. Ball spotted at the Wayne Hills 16. Patriots will have to go 84 yards if they want to score.
They need some big plays. They need to maintain possession of the ball into the 4th quarter. That'll be very important.
You know, with 1 minute and 2 left, that's all you got to do. You know, just end the 3rd quarter on a high note.
Minute 2 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Wayne Hills and Ramapo deadlocked at 21. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 16. Warzel out of the gun. Give to DeTolo. Flags come in. Play blown dead.
That's unfortunate because if you look there, Toby DeTolo has Kavanaugh and Romeo blocking downfield, and there's nobody on Ramapo on that side of the field on the little counter play out of the shotgun for Wayne Hills.
There'll be an illegal procedure, false start penalty against Wayne Hills. That'll knock them back 5 yards. 1st down and 10 from their own 11.
Well, this is big in the sense that even if they're not able to get any offense out of this drive, they're going to be punting so deep in their end that Ramapo is going to have tremendous field position.
Absolutely. If you're not going to get points on the board, Wayne Hills needs to move the ball at least 20 yards if they don't want Ramapo to basically take over in Wayne Hills territory.
Warzel out of the gun, 1st and 15. Give to DeTolo. DeTolo off tackle on the left side. Turns the corner. Brought out of bounds around the 18-yard line. So DeTolo picks up 7 yards on 1st down and 15. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after a 5-yard gain on 1st down, that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers set. Warzel back to pass, feels the pressure, escapes the pressure, gives to DeSico. DeSico cuts it up the middle of the field. Hit from behind by Joe Borelli, brought down at the 30-yard line.
Pete DeSico ran into number 17, I do believe, San Giorgi, who is 6'6". Pete DeSico listed at, 5'8". the man is 10 inches taller than Pete DeSico, and Pete DeSico absolutely bounced off of him and just kept running. Strong player.
Well, that was a great play. I mean, everyone expected him to cut to the outside towards the sideline. He cuts back in. He's got another 10 yards out of that.
That'll give Wayne Hills a first down. 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Warzel under center. Warzel give to DeTolo. DeTolo cuts it up middle. He has the first down. Dives ahead. Gain of 12 on the carry. First down for the Patriots. Clock stop. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Wayne Hills, this is what you can ask for now. Now, if you punt the ball, you're going to put it deep in Ramapo territory. But also, you're moving the ball well. Now you have a chance of getting points on the ball if you can just get a few more first downs.
Wayne Hills going back to what's worked so well all season, running the ball, pounding the ball, moving the clock.
It's tough for a team when the other opposing team has 3 great running backs who are all fresh.
First down, the give is to DeTolo, who tiptoes around in the backfield, able to dive ahead, gain of 3 on the carry. As time will expire here in the third quarter, so we're set to start the fourth quarter from Ramapo High School in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. Semifinal of the North 1 Group 3 State Football Championships. Wayne Hills and Ramapo, the rivalry tied at 21.
This is one of the greatest high school football games in this rivalry, and it's one of the greatest high school football games so far in the history of the North 1 Group 3 playoffs.
Well, you'd have to imagine, Sean, you're starting to see a change in the momentum like you talked about earlier, Dave. Wayne Hills now seem to have Ramapo back on their heels on the defensive end, and it's going to be key how they open up the fourth.
Absolutely. If I'm Wayne Hills, I'm actually a little annoyed the fact that the quarter ran out, because this gives the Ramapo defense a little time to regroup with their coaches and get back to what worked for a majority of the third quarter.
And guys, you have to go back all the way to 2000 to find another Wayne Hills Ramapo game that was as close as this. Wayne Hills able to pull that one off 27-24. That was 4 years ago.
The first game this season was actually a 24-20 victory for Ramapo, so that was a close game, but we aren't so sure that it will be close in the fourth quarter. Maybe one of these teams will break it out for a few touchdowns.
Well, you really have to imagine this is what it all comes down to, the fourth quarter semifinals, a tie football game. This is going to measure the heart of both teams and just how bad they want this.
Set to start the fourth quarter from Ramapo High School. Wayne Hills with the ball, second down and 8. Score tied at 21. Hills ball at their own 45-yard line. Warzel under center. Giampapa and DeTolo in the backfield. Schultz and Kavanaugh in motion to the opposite side. Warzel play action, rolls out. He has the entire side of the field. He's going to take off. He's across the first down and then some across the 30. Brought down at the 22-yard line. Nick Warzel with a 30-yard gain on the play, but there's a flag all the way back by the line of scrimmage.
This one could come back.
I think it is. We see the official talking to Coach Olson.
It had to be something. It will indeed be holding. Warzel had the entire half of the field. Nobody from Ramapo within 25 yards of him.
It's very unfortunate. It was great smarts by Warzel, though. Saw that he had the field. He knew he was going to run. Points Kavanaugh at who to defend, gets extra yardage. It was really a great run. Unfortunate there was a holding behind the play. It's a difference of about 40, 50 yards on the play. Warzel would have had the ball down maybe inside Ramapo's 20, it appeared to be. And now it's inside Wayne Hill's own 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah, they go from the red zone back way in their own territory. That's not what you want to do.
So Wayne Hill shoots himself in the foot with the hold. Second down and 15. Warzel under center, back to pass. Looks to the right, thinks better of it. Looking downfield, he has Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh wide open, complete to Kavanaugh. Ball on the ground, popped out after he hit, complete to the 22-yard line. Kyle Kavanaugh comes up huge for the Patriots.
I have seen some great throws in my high school football announcing career, but Nick Warzel could not have thrown this ball any better, released it at the perfect time. Kyle Kavanaugh ran with his hands out. He didn't have to do anything. The ball found right into his arms.
Oh, yeah, let's give some props to big play Kyle on that one. Tremendous leap up in the air, and the fact of holding on the ball was key. Now they're back in the red zone.
I said Kavanaugh was wide open. I probably should have said that Kavanaugh did a great job of getting separation. He was triple covered, and he just blew past the Ramapo defense, and Warzel put it right in his arms. First down and 10. Warzel runs out to the left. He has the side of the field, cutting towards the sideline, and he is tackled out of bounds near the first down marker. I believe he got it.
I believe he's at the 10-yard line. They ran this play against Teaneck. Great bootleg for Nick Warzel. It seems to work every time. He's 6'5", 6'6". He's a big kid. He can rumble down the field. He's very good in open space when he's running with the football.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're in this kind of game. The magnitude is unbelievable. You have to pull up something that you don't normally do. And Warzel does not usually run the football, and there he goes getting a big first down.
And now run the ball, keep possession of it. Maybe you got to get a field goal at least out of this long drive. They've gone about 74 yards so far, I do believe, Cody, starting at their own 16.
Wayne Hills has the ball at the Ramapo 9-yard line. Score tied at 21. Warzel goes to the ground, gives it to Tolo. Tolo able to shake it near the goal line. Slips into the end zone. No call yet. Still no call. The refs converge. And they're going to spot the ball at about the 2-inch line. Tolo not able to flip into the end zone.
Great run by Toby DeTolo. Runs one way, didn't have time, ran the other way, cuts it in, makes a great play there, cuts it upfield, nearly gets in the end zone. I think he was in.
And with the rain really starting to come down right now, this is extremely important for Hills to get in the end zone.
Keep it in Warzel's hands. He's very big. Just let him run right into it.
And Warzel dives over the pile. Touchdown. Wayne Hills Patriots. Wayne Hills leads 27-21. Nick Warzel.
Very smart by Warzel. Didn't jam it right into the offensive line. Instead, just reached over. That's all he had to do. They were on like the 1-inch line.
This is absolutely huge. And the captain, Nick Warzel, has come through. Dave, I know you spend a lot of time with him. How is his preparation for this game?
Being a former quarterback, I talk with Nick a lot about his game. We talk about things he might need to work on. Nick Warzel has never been so mentally prepared for a game as he was for this state sectional semifinal, and he's really showing it. He does these great second-half drives where he gets very composed and plays great. This is a big extra point, though, for him. Wayne Hills punches this through. It could be very important later on.
Warzel's on to attempt the extra point. Hogan almost gets a piece. Warzel's extra kick splits the uprights to give the Patriots a 28-21 lead. 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter from Ramapo High School.
And as the rain continues to fall, Hills takes a 7-point lead. Very important to get that extra point.
Well, you could tell Warzel doesn't want this to be his last game. He wants one more left, and he's leading his team to the lead again.
Absolutely, Chad.
And I do know the forecast for the rest of this fourth quarter says nothing but heavy rain. It's just going to keep on piling down.
Grant Hill ran quickly to the Weather Center in Ramapo, New Jersey to get a reading for what's going to happen in the next 9 minutes, 50 seconds of this game. And they say the weather's not going to dramatically change. We're going to get some hard downpour.
It's a cold rain here. 9:50 remaining in this ball game. Wayne Hills leads 28-21, and they're set to kick off. Warzel set to kick off to Gallagher and Munier. Warzel with a beautiful end-over-end kick fielded by Munier inside the 10-yard line. He cuts it up across the 20. Ball loose. Ball loose, and I believe Wayne Hills came up with it on the far sideline. Wayne Hills came up with the fumble.
I'm sorry, Cody. Oh, my God.
I have never seen this Patriots team more energized than they are right now.
I don't believe it. I don't believe what I am seeing with my eyes.
Sorry, Cody, for interrupting you. I was very excited. That ball popped about 15 yards in the air. There was a downpour on Ramapo, though, so we should probably relax.
Gentlemen, we better calm down. We have an injured player on the ground, and this could be very bad and ugly. I am truly upset right now at what I'm seeing.
Well, Wayne Hill's going to recover that football inside Ramapo. It's 20-yard line. They're going to be in the red zone to start the drive at the 18-yard line. Fortunate for them, but there was a down player.
We'll let you know who it is once we get a report.
Cody,
Grant Hill on that one.
Yeah, Grant, when you get there, find out what the problem is, the number.
I think it might have been with the ball carrier. He got hit real hard, and it was the ball carrier.
That was number 25, Bobby Munier, the 5'6", 160-pound sophomore.
He's a little undersized. He's only a sophomore. Very talented, though. He's very quick, but he really got hit hard. That ball popped out. Unfortunate for Ramapo, but Wayne Hills, huge play. If they punch one in here, it's going to be a huge play.
Well, I just found out from Grant it was an arm injury. He should be okay. He'll sit out a couple plays.
Thank you, Grant, for that sideline report. Appreciate that.
Ball at the 18. Warzel brings his Patriots to the line, leading Ramapo by 7. Cavanaugh in motion. Warzel gives to DeTolo. DeTolo tries to bounce it outside, has the sideline, dives ahead, gain of 4 on the carry, second down. Ball continues to move, clock continues to roll. 9:28 remaining in this ball game.
Toby DeTolo absolutely pumped up. He's running with such determination and fire. I have never seen him this fired up. He's really running great, seeing the holes, breaking it up when it needs to be broke up.
With this place absolutely exploding, it is very important for Hills to maintain their composure. If they start turning the ball over, you just open the door for Ramapo yet again.
Absolutely. You got the momentum. You have a chance to put this game nearly away. Keep it up. Don't turn the ball over.
Warzel out of the I form, give to DeTolo on the delay. DeTolo looks for a hole, tries to bounce it outside, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. Actually, DeTolo might have lost 2 on the carry. And DeTolo lost 2, so that'll bring up 3rd down and a short 6 for the Patriots. Time winding down, 8:28 remaining in the 4th quarter from Ramapo. Wayne Hills leads the Green Raiders 28-21.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, guys. Hills has to get a touchdown. A field goal does not put the exclamation point on this game as much.
Absolutely, Chad.
Warzel out of the eye, give to DeTolo. DeTolo bounces it outside, picks up a nice block by number 56, Brian Altanji. Dives ahead to the 11-yard line, and they'll be short of the first down.
That was actually number 56, Dave Learn, on the block. Unfortunately, Toby DeTolo could not break it up for any more yards to get the first down. Looks like 4th and 4. I don't know if Wayne Hill's going to try to kick a field goal here.
Well, this is an extremely tough call. If I'm Christian Olsen here, you take a timeout and think this over.
The question for Chris Olsen, do you trust Nick Warzel, who's only 1 for 2 this season, that one field goal, a 30-yarder? Warzel has an excellent leg, as displayed last week on the kickoff, that he banged through the uprights. But do you trust him? He's not an experienced kicker.
Very smart by Olsen. Needs to compose his team right here on this field goal. If they can punch this through and it's a 10-point lead, it'll be very, very big.
Wayne Hill's really trying on this drive. They have to get it to a 2-possession game.
Dave, I want to know what you would do. You're a former coach, former quarterback. What would you command your troops to do?
The kick is within Warzel's range. I mean, I hate to go for it when there's a possibility of getting the 10-point lead. I wouldn't know what to do. This one is in Coach Olsen's hands, thankfully. I really would not know what to do. I'd have to consult my assistant coaches on this one.
And they are going to attempt the field goal. Be about a 29-yard attempt for Warzel. No wind, so the wind will not be a factor. DeSico set the hold. The hold is down. Warzel's kick near the uprights. And it is good. Wayne Hills holds a 10-point lead over Ramapo, 31-21. Nick Warzel sinks a 29-yard field goal to put the Patriots on top.
What a senior leader. Nick Warzel, maybe not a captain, but he's really leading his team in 2 big second halves in the Teaneck game and today. Huge plays as he gets that field goal. That was a big kick, 27 yards. Punches it through. Wayne Hills has a 10-point lead with 7:26 to go.
Even though Warzel's not a captain, it's really understood. If you're the senior and it's your second year as the team's starting quarterback, you have to provide leadership. Leadership that Nick Warzel has provided today for these Patriots, who lead Ramapo by 10.
Now this has put an extraordinary pressure on the Ramapo offense. They're going to have to score quick and rely on their defense to get a quick stop after that.
7:26 remaining in the fourth quarter from Ramapo High School. North 1 Group 3 state playoff semifinal. Wayne Hills Ramapo, the Green Raiders trail the Patriots 31-21. Warzel set to kick off. It'll be number 84 Kevin Gallagher, number 7 John Kleinert set to return. Kleiner back deep because number 25 Bobby Munier was injured. Warzel with a beautiful kick. It'll be off Kleinert into the end zone. Not sure what the call is on that.
Well, what happens is once a fumble happens and the kid doesn't have complete possession of it, if he takes possession of it in the end zone, he can touch back. They'll take the ball at the 20-yard line. They're going to have to go 80 yards. This is big for Wayne Hills. They need to really play good defense here. Force Ramapo to punt the ball, and then they'll have to milk the clock for a little bit.
7:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ramapo trails by 10. Pizzari brings the Green Raiders to the line. 3 wide receivers set. Hogan, Leach, and Bronander. Healy on the tight end. Ragone to Pizzari's right. Patriots drop Van Peenan back into coverage. Pizzari going deep. Intercepted by Nick Romeo at the 50-yard line. Nick Romeo. All I can say is wow.
Nick Romeo. Hold on, is that 4 interceptions for Adrian Pizzari? I can't believe it. But Nick Romeo making a great adjustment on the ball. Jumped up, huge leap. Kid's got great up. Made the interception. You can't say more about Nick Romeo. He's only a junior, folks.
I said it once, I'll say it again. Jerry. You better feel good, Jerry, because you pretty much assured yourself a spot in the finals.
Wayne Hills, though, needs to not make any mistakes. They need to control the football, take a couple minutes off the clock, maybe get a couple first downs. Hey, if they can get points on the board, this might be wrapped up.
First down and 10 for the Patriots. Ball on the Ramapo 49-yard line. Give up the middle. That's Ray Van Peenan, I believe. Dives up the middle. Gain of 4 on the play. Not sure who that was, actually.
I'm not sure either, but it was a gain of 3-4 yards. They maintain possession and the clock keeps ticking. You can't ask for more.
That was Toby DeTolo, number 31, the senior. Clock continues to roll inside 7 minutes. That's another thing that plays right into the Patriots' hands. They can keep pounding the ball, and it won't get too repetitive. They have 3 running backs with 3 very different running styles.
Absolutely, and you got to keep rotating them in, keep them fresh. You'll keep running the ball down Ramapo's throat, and you'll keep the clock ticking. That's very important right now.
Well, this is like a completely different game in the fourth quarter itself. I mean, everything has gone the Patriots' way. The Raiders have just completely exploded on me. I can't explain that.
6:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Time continues to wind down. Patriot ball, 2nd down and 7 from the Ramapo 47-yard line. DeTolo and Giampapa in the backfield. Warzel looking over the defense. He's set. Under center, give to DeTolo. DeTolo tries to bounce it outside. Not able to. Brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. DeTolo lost more than 2. That was a loss of about 4 on the play, I'd say. That'll bring up 3rd down. Sorry, Chad.
Cody, this is no time to just run the ball. I think it's very important for them to get a first down. They're going to have to make something happen in the air on this one.
I agree with you, Chad. You can't sit back, run the clock down right here in this situation. You need to try to take a strike and get a first down if you're Wayne Hills right here. Go with the 3 wide receiver set. Spread your offense out. Doesn't look like they're going to do that, though, with only 1 wide receiver wide.
Critical play for the Patriots. 3rd down and 11. Warzel under center. Rolling out the pass. Being chased out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He has the sideline. And he is knocked out of bounds right near the first down marker. I believe he's going to be spotted about half a yard short.
Amazing play call. Unfortunately, he ran out of bounds, though, because the clock stops. But he gets very close here. I don't know if Wayne Hill's going to go for it on a 4th and 1.
Warzel being chased out of the pocket by number 35, Nick Pearson. Able to run for 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and a very short 1. It's about 2 or 3 inches.
If I'm Wayne Hills here, they have this play where it's a little misdirection and they flip it out to a tailback, and it's usually a guaranteed 15 yards. They don't run it too much, so to avoid defense getting a read on it. You run that right here, you're guaranteed the first down.
I'm looking right here for Joe Giampapa. He's been quiet in the second half, at least on the offensive side of the ball. He's been an absolute workhorse for the Patriots this season.
Well,
Absolutely. Sorry.
I think you're both wrong on this one. I think you got to go right back to Warsaw. Just a direct snap right to the guy and have him just plow through the lineman.
It's a good call. He is 6'4". He probably can get that yard. Giampapa very strong. Also, very sure hands on Joe Giampapa. He won't fumble it. He can get that yard. I don't know. I like Coach Olson's plan, though, where they let the play clock run all the way down, call timeout. Now the play clock will continue to run on this once the time starts again. So it'll be under 5 minutes. Ramapo will get the ball back, should they get it back, with about 4.5 minutes to go. And I don't know if they can get 10 points in 4.5 minutes with this Wayne Hills offense doing pretty well moving the ball.
Wayne Hills continues to discuss their next play on the sideline. 5:22 remaining in this ball game. Wayne Hills leads Ramapo by a score of 31-21.
Guys, we are all in favor of them going for it here, though, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. No doubt in my mind.
Field position tends to decrease in significance depending on your lead. It's 10-point lead now. Field position, I'm not so sure makes that big of a difference right here.
And even if
trying to get the clock run down and get that first down.
Patriots bringing the big backfield, three-man backfield. Warzel under center, 4th and 1. Give to DeSico up the middle. He has a hole. Being chased by Hogan near the end zone. Hogan dives, not able to bring DeSico down. DeSico slides into the end zone. Wayne Hills, touchdown. 37-21. Pete DeSico.
Did he get the yard, Cody? Did he get the yard?
I think he got the yard,
I think
Dave.
he got 30 there, baby, and he got a touchdown. Pete DeSico's 3rd touchdown on the game. This kid's having the game of his life, and he's having it at the right time, absolutely. Coach Christian Olsen brings in the big back. Great call. Unbelievable. He can't be happier.
A 41-yard run on 4th and 1 by Pete DeSico, and a great job by the offensive line, opening up a hole you could have driven a truck through.
Well, I'll just say this. Have a nice off-season, Ramapo. Hello, Demarest.
5:13 remaining in the 4th quarter. Wayne Hills leads 37-21. Nick Warzel on to attempt the extra point, looking to add to the lead. And Warzel's extra point splits the uprights. 5:13 remaining. Ramapo trails 38-21.
If you're Wayne Hills right now, you get the ball back on offense. Just kneel it. You can kneel it 3 times and punt it away. Don't do anything stupid. Don't give Ramapo a chance to get in the ball game. You've got it won here.
Well, I said it last week against Teaneck, and I'm going to say it again. Nice, loyal fans by Ramapo. Not one have left yet. They're staying in their seat and they're cheering.
Now I'm going to turn the play calling duties over to Dave Rogers. I'm going to go down to the sideline, hoping to get some player reaction after the game. I'll talk to you guys later.
Cody, great job today. So, folks, I'm Dave Rogers, the coach, with the former player, Chad Cutler, and we'll be doing the play-by-play and analysis with Cody going down to the sideline to get some player reaction at the closing moments of this game.
Cody, great job. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Folks, this is my first time doing the play calling duties. Should be interesting. I'll try not to mess it up too much.
I'll walk you
Warzel
through.
getting the crowd fired up. He's ready to kick off. Number 84, Gallagher, and number 7, John Kleinert to return. Bouncing kick. Kleinert receives it inside his own 10-yard line and runs it up to the 20-yard line, keeps running, and is tackled prior to the 30-yard line. The ball was squeezed out. We haven't gotten a decision on who has the ball.
No, Ramapo's going to maintain that.
So Kleinert returns it to the 28-yard line where he fumbles and recovers his own fumble. Chad, what do you do as Wayne Hills' defense? Do you play the prevent here?
I don't know if it's time for the prevent, but I certainly think it's time to get in the quarter defense, whether it's the cover 2, cover 3, that doesn't really make a difference. But I think with 5 minutes left, the prevent just isn't going to do it.
I would agree with you, Chad. Pizzari under center, 3 wide receivers. Gianluca Ragone in the slot, Hogan in motion. Handoff to Hogan, and he's running. Gets 5-yard line, and he's knocked out at about the 40-yard line. Huge hit by number 9, Kyle Kavanaugh. The senior, he is famous for these hits, and he lays another big one there.
Oh, yes, he did. That was an absolute monster shot. I don't like the call that Drew Gibbs called there. Why you would run the ball with 4:53 when you trail 38-21 is beyond me. You got to put the ball in the air.
And the clock is stopped, actually, because he was knocked out of bounds at 4:53. Ramapo comes to the line, and the Wayne Hills defense sets up Pizzari under center. Pizzari has Hogan in motion. Gianluca Ragone also split wide, and it's a handoff to Hogan. Across the 45, shy of the 50-yard line to the 48, and it'll be about 2nd and 3.
Well, there's one thing right now. It's pretty clear that Ramapo has no confidence in their passing game. You're seeing that. Wayne Hills cannot allow Hogan to run into the end zone. Do whatever you can to stop him before that big end zone mark.
Absolutely, Chad. You just need to contain Hogan, keep the clock running. I don't understand Drew Gibbs. Yeah, I mean, Pizzari has thrown 4 interceptions, but you're down 17 points. You only have 4.5 minutes. Pizzari under center. Hogan in motion again. Fakes the handoff. Pizzari passes. Down the right sideline to number 11, Leach, who catches the ball and is tackled at the 22-yard line. No, never mind, folks. Leach, the ball was knocked out. Fabulous play by Toby DiTolo. James Leach unable to make the grab.
Well, I don't see how you can drop that ball. That was just right through his hands, and he's going to be having Wayne Hills nightmares tonight. I'll tell you that much.
I agree with you, Chad. Deceived me. It went right into his hands. I was sure he caught it, but Toby DiTolo made another great play. Toby DiTolo has a touchdown today, making big plays on defense, knocks the ball out of Leach's hands. Ramapo approaches the line on their own 48-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. Pizzari under center. He's got 4 wide receivers, including Leach, San Giorgi, Gianluca Ragone. Pizzari is sacked by number 1, Joe Giampapa. He was the first to get to him. He's fired up the senior.
Well, Giampapa has certainly inspired the Wayne Hills defense tonight. He has been there on every big play they've had, and there he is once again, penetrating the offensive line and getting right at the cornerback.
Ramapo forced to go for it. Pizzari will go from the shotgun, 3:47 and counting down, 4th and 12 for Ramapo. 4 wide receiver set. The snap is low. Pizzari drops back, lets one go, and it's caught by Chris Hogan at the 45. Where he is tackled, but I do believe he has gotten the first down. Indeed, he did.
Oh, yeah, he got the first down, but honestly, I don't think Wayne Hills is really going to care about that. They stopped him from going out of bounds, which means the clock continues to run down, and with 3:34 and counting going, you're in pretty good shape.
3:33 and counting. Pizzari under center. Drops back to the 50-yard line, passes to Leach on the sideline, who was knocked out of bounds, and the clock will stop. It'll be about 2nd and 5.
Well, if you're Wayne Hills right now, just leave the middle of the field open. Give Ramapo the receptions up the middle, but do not allow him reception time to catch it and get out of bounds.
Absolutely, Chad. Ramapo is going to have to score more than 2 touchdowns here because they're down 17 points. So Wayne Hills just make them to keep taking time off the clock. Ramapo approaches the line. They're going with 3 wide receivers, San Giorgi, Leach, and Hogan. Gianluca in the backfield and Pizzari in the shotgun. The snap is low. It's a handoff to Gianluca Ragone, and he is tackled very quickly at about the 38-yard line, and the clock continues to tick. 3:18 and counting. It'll now be about 3rd and 4 for the Ramapo Raiders.
And they have no choice but to run the hurry up here, which just slims their chance of getting any kind of offense going.
Absolutely, Chad. Ramapo is in dire straits right here, down 17 with 3 to go. Pizzari under center. Gianluca in the backfield. Pizzari drops back and passes to the hands of Leach, who drops it again. That's the second big drop on the drive. Hit late on by Kyle Kavanaugh after the ball hit Leach's hands. Great play by Kavanaugh.
Well, I'm wondering, is it possible it's his gloves? I mean, that's 2 plays you got to come away with. He didn't do either one of them, and it's hurting his team. Every second is precious for Ramapo right now.
I don't know. Maybe he's hearing the footsteps from Kyle Kavanaugh. You got to question Leach's catching ability on this drive.
I'd certainly be hearing the footsteps.
Yeah, Kyle Kavanaugh is definitely a big hitter. Pizzari out of the shotgun. Gianluca Ragone in the backfield. San Giorgi and Leach split left. Hogan in the shallow part of your screen. Giampapa gets pressure across the screen, the middle of the field to San Giorgi, who takes it past the first down marker to about the 30-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds.
actually lost the ball that went out of bounds. So I don't know what's going on with Ramapo, but it just seems now every down you're nervous they're going to start fumbling the football. They've turned the ball over an extraordinary amount of time, and just like I said at the beginning, the team that turns the ball over is the team that's going to lose. And with 2:45 left, it certainly looks like Hills is going to win.
Absolutely. Pizzari out of the shotgun again. Gianluca are going 3 wide receivers. Pizzari steps up in the pocket, and he is tackled by number 59. Oh, excuse me, I can't see the number. Number 89, excuse me, Dave Ogden, only a sophomore, makes the tackle. Wasn't a sack, though. Pizzari stepped over the line of scrimmage. The ball is set up again. Pizzari out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Gianluca are going in the backfield. Another low snap. He fumbles it, drops back to pass, escapes some defenders. He's running around, looks for receivers downfield, and continues to run it across the line of scrimmage. He's down to about the 10-yard line where he's knocked down. The clock continues to run.
Somebody's got to tell Pizzari, if you have open field like that, why cut down the middle? Get out of bounds right away and throw the ball. This is just an overall hideous game by him. He's got to forget it.
Absolutely, Chad. Pizzari needs to be getting out of bounds. The ball is reset and the clock stops for a first down in high school as well as college football. Pizzari under center. Gianluca Rigoni in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Pizzari drops back, passes a fade route to Chris Hogan, and he drops the ball. Can you believe it, folks? Chris Hogan drops the ball. Decent coverage by Nick Romeo as he kind of screened him from the pass, but Chris Hogan's got to make that catch.
Oh, he's got to make that catch just right. Do I need glasses? Did I really see him drop that pass? I really cannot remember the last time I saw Hogan not catch a ball that was in the near vicinity of him, and he dropped that one, and he'll even tell you he should have had it.
Ramapo's receivers has had some of the surest hands in North Jersey high school football. Not showing it on this last drive, however. Pizzari brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. He's out of the shotgun with Gianluca Rigoni in the backfield. 3 wide receivers, San Giorgi, Hogan, and James Leach. The snap is a good one. Pizzari drops back, throws off his back foot. Hogan cannot, that's Mark San Giorgi, cannot come up with the catch. The pressure put on by number 1, Joe Giampapa.
Well, Pizzari just got leveled. He had no choice, just a slingshot one towards the end zone. Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out.
No, it'll be 3rd and 10 for Ramapo now. 1:52 remaining on the clock, and Ramapo's going to call a timeout and talk this one over.
Well, Dave, you're down 38-21. This drive has taken around 3 minutes. They pretty much shot themselves in the foot and said, we're not winning this game. We're just focusing on scoring once.
They really didn't have much of a chance of winning the game, considering they got the ball back with about 4.5 minutes to go. 4:50 actually, so it has taken 3 minutes on this drive. And so Wayne Hills technically could have just kept running the ball and running the clock down, used up Ramapo's timeouts. I don't know what's going on with the Ramapo play calling. Pizzari out of the shotgun, brings the team to the line, drops back to pass, throws a route to Chris Hogan, who catches another touchdown on the day, splits Toby DeTolo, and he's in there for his 2nd score of the day. He also has a 2-point conversion. 1:42 on the clock, and it's 38-27 38-27 Wayne Hills right now.
It's going to be very interesting on the kickoff. They're obviously going to have to go for the onside kick. Wayne Hills recovers, they're going to win. Otherwise, maybe the door is still a little open.
Absolutely, Chad. They do need some onside kicks, so I guess the door is still slightly cracked open, but Wayne Hills needs to just recover the football on the kickoff. Bobby Heelman, the 5'6", 145-pound junior's kick splits the uprights, and Wayne Hills' lead is cut to 10, 38-28, a minute 41 remaining in this North 1 Group 3 state sectional semifinal matchup.
Yeah, we're going to go back to Nick Jerry Romeo here. He's made some key plays. He's made some interceptions. I spoke to him during the week. I said, Jerry, how do you really prepare for a game like this? He goes, Chad, it's very difficult. When you got a rivalry like this, it's hard to prepare. You don't know what to expect. But what you do know is we're going to do whatever we can to beat this team. And he guaranteed me a win. And you know what? That guarantee's looking pretty good right now.
Nick Jerry Romeo, one of both of our better friends. We're both good friends with the kid. We talk to him on a regular basis. He's a very relaxed kid. He came into the game very relaxed. He was not so concerned with the big atmosphere. He just wanted to play his game and play well. And Wayne Hills is going to bring the hands team out. That'll include fellow juniors of ours, Brian Lake and Zach Make. These are all the kids who have very sure hands. DeSico out on the field, Pete Sarabia, John Emlo on the field, Kyle Cavanaugh. Actually, Kyle Cavanaugh seems to be coming off the field, but he is on the hands team. Joe Giampapa on the hands team as well as Dave Ogden, Nick Romeo. This team is, Colin Wiseman also on the hands team. These are the kids that have all the best hands on the team, and they're going to look to pick that onside kick up.
Well, we'll see what kind of trick Wally Johnson has up his sleeve here. He's been a great coach all year, one of the best in the state in the special teams department, and this is just an easy call for him. He knows these guys are trustworthy.
Actually, earlier in the season, John Emelo scored on an onside kick attempt by, I think it was the Indian Hills team. Let's see if Wayne Hills can recover this onside kick and basically secure a trip to the Northwind Group 3 final. The kick by number 34 from Ramapo. Offsides, I do believe, by the Ramapo kickoff team. That's unfortunate.
No, what it is, Dave, is on an onside kick, the ball cannot touch the ground before 10 yards, and that's exactly what happened.
I don't know if the ball cannot touch the ground. I think the ball cannot be touched by one of your own players within 10 yards. Number 34, Derek Van Dyke, doing the onside kicking duties. Van Dyke, a 5'10", 185-pound junior. So again, the kick will be set up. The Ramapo players discussing the requirements of an onside kick with the referees. The Wayne Hills hands team set up at Ramapo's own 45-yard line. The ball is placed at the 35-yard line. Remember, folks, the ball has to at least travel to the 45-yard line before one of the Ramapo players can lay a hand on it. Van Dyke set to kick. The whistle blows, and he attempts the onside kick. The ball bounces around. Hasn't been... The referee's trying to work through the pile to see who has the ball. Giampapa believes that Wayne Hills has the ball. Referee's still digging through the pile. They don't know who has the ball. Uncovering bodies. We'll get a signal in a moment, folks. And Wayne Hills has the ball. And that's it, folks. A 1 minute, 35 seconds. Wayne Hills on Ramapo's 48-yard line. They recover the onside kick there, and that's all, folks. I think Wayne Hills has punched their ticket to face Ramapo, the number 2 seed, Wayne Hills being the number 4 seed in the Northwind Group 3 semifinal. Mike Peischel, the junior backup quarterback for Nick Warzel, on the recovery.
Yeah, I mean, this game is over now. You got to tip your cap to Ramapo. They really had a great season, and if it wasn't for this meltdown in the fourth quarter, who knows, maybe they would have pulled it out.
Absolutely, Chad. They gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter, which is unacceptable. They were 9-0 coming into this game. It's tough to have that unblemished record come to a close in only a semifinal game. Warzel, the bootleg, takes it outside and is at Ramapo's 45-yard line where he will be tackled. It'll be a 2nd and 7.
While we have a moment, we just want to thank Cody Chrusciel, the normal play-by-play man. The man to my right, David Rogers, who is now taking over the play-by-play. Myself, Chad Cutler, our producer, James Hookshea, and our executive producer, Maxon L. Goudy.
Max Goudy, you don't see him. He's in the. He's usually underneath in the production center. Does a great job all season. Has really handled the audio and the technical directing work very well all season. Thanks, Max.
And thank you, Grant Hill.
Oh my God. Folks, that's Max Goudy for you. Wayne Hills is a 2nd and 7. Ramapo called a timeout, and there's a 1:27 left on the clock. 2nd and 6, actually, on the Ramapo 45-yard line.
Max is really a true trooper out there. I don't know what the holdup is here.
The referee blows the whistle. The football is set at the Ramapo 45. Olsen still talking with his players over the play. Walks to the sideline, and the Wayne Hills offensive line approaches the line. Mo Rustum over center. Nick Warzel under center. Giampapa and DeSico in the backfield. Excuse me, that was Toby DeTolo. Toby DeTolo gets the carry and breaks it to the Ramapo 30, the Ramapo 20, 35, 25. And he's tackled. He runs out of bounds at the Ramapo 16-yard line. Huge play for Toby DeTolo. Gets a great lead block from Joe Giampapa and strings one for about 30 yards. Toby DeTolo having a great senior game.
Oh, great senior game. He doesn't want to go home either. He's doing everything he can to say, you know what, my 4 years at Hills, we've always hated Ramapo. This is my last game against him. Let me go after. I just don't like the fact that he went out of bounds and stopped the clock.
Tell you the truth, Chad, it was actually insignificant. 1:17 left, 1st and 10 for the Patriots on Ramapo's 16-yard line, and I think we were going to see the victory formation out of the Wayne Hills Patriots. Indeed, we will. Giampapa and Gibson protecting Warzel. I believe that's Toby DiTolo in the backfield protecting in case there's a fumble. The Wayne Hills team celebrating. The sidelines are going crazy. The fans doing the goodbye chant to the Ramapo fans. This is bedlam here, folks. I have never seen such an elated Wayne Hills football team and Wayne Hills crowd.
And no, if you're a football fan, you gotta love it. You gotta love the passion, especially on Wayne Hills right now. Really expressing their emotion and the fact that, you know what, we're the winners, and you know we're gonna beat Demarest next week.
Warzel under center, 43 seconds, 42 and counting, getting ready to snap the ball and take another knee as Wayne Hills tries to close out the North 1 Group 3 semifinal. Takes another knee with 35 seconds left. The Wayne Hills players dump the water on Coach Christian Olsen. It's his 146th win, folks. His biggest. Another trip back to the North 1 Group 3 North 1 Group 3 championship. This is huge for him. He's ready to go. He's never been so happy. The coaches hugging each other, the players hugging each other. They are absolutely elated. They cannot wait to play Ramapo. 12 seconds left. Looks like it could be the final snap of the game. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Warzel and the rest of the team standing around. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. And that's it, folks. Wayne Hills has won the North 1 Group 3 semifinal. It's all over, folks. 38-28, Wayne Hills defeats Ramapo in the North 1 Group 3 semifinal. The fans on the field, rushing the field. The players are going nuts. Nick Warzel running off the field, giving his football to his parents. He's never been so happy. Wayne Hills is ready to play Demarest next week. The number 2 seed, it'll be a number 4 seed versus number 2 seed matchup for the North 1 Group 3 Sectionals Championship. We're going to go down to Cody Chrusciel in a few seconds, but first, Chad, what an amazing game.
Oh, what an amazing game is right. Words don't describe it. And you got to love the respect that both these schools have for each other. Shaking hands, saying nice job, but overall, Wayne Hills the better team, and in my mind, they hold the big advantage against Demarest.
Wayne Hills wins this game, breaks a 3-game losing streak to Ramapo, and they did it with the running game. I think they had 4 rushing touchdowns. Pete DeSico had a couple. He also had a big interception return for a touchdown. Toby DiTolo had a big rushing game. It was really an all-around great effort by the Wayne Hills offense. Both teams had defense that were questionable. Adrian Pizzari had a tough game for Ramapo, threw 4 interceptions. He's never thrown more than 1 in a game.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're Adrian Pizzari, you got to do your best to forget about this. You know, he's a junior. He's going to be here next year, and he's going to have to tell himself that this was a fluke. He's going to have to go out there next year and prove I'm the best quarterback ever.
If you're the Wayne Hills Patriots, it's party time now. Time to celebrate. We're going to go down to Cody Chrusciel on the field for some after-game thoughts and feelings. I'm Dave Rogers for Cody Chrusciel and Chad the Cutman Cutler, as well as Max Goudy in the booth, and our executive producer, James Hookstraight, signing off. Thank you, folks. We'll see you next week at Demarest for the North 1 Group 3 championship game. Thank you.
I'm here with Kyle Cavanaugh after the Patriots' 38-28 victory over Ramapo, putting them against Demarest next weekend in the state sectional final. Kyle, how does it feel after having dropped 3 in a row against Ramapo? What's going through your head?
It feels great, man. We need a little revenge on them, and there's no greater feeling in the world, but we got to get back on track. There's still 1 game left, and we got to get to that game, and we got to win that game.
I mean, Warzel's pass when you had, I believe it was a 45-yard touchdown reception, not a touchdown reception, but gave you guys good field position, enabled you to score again. I mean, how was the pass? What was going through your head? I mean, you were triple covered.
Yeah, well, he put it in the perfect spot. I got behind the coverage a little, and he dropped it in right where it needed to go, and I made the catch.
What are you guys going to have to do to beat Demarest in 2 weeks?
We're going to have to play like we're playing now. I mean, we've really picked it up the last 2 weeks, and we've shown the great team that we really are. We're just going to have to keep that up next week, too.
One thing I noticed about you guys, you came out so much more fired up than any other game. You were more fired up than Ramapo. Do you think that played a big role in today's game?
It definitely did. We knew we'd have to come out. We knew they'd be fired up, and we knew we were going to have to be fired up too. And it's Ramapo. It's the best rivalry, and we came out excited for this one.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. Congratulations. Kyle Kavanaugh, safety and wide receiver for the Wayne Hills Patriots. The same Patriots that downed the rival Ramapo Raiders 38-28 today. They'll go on and play Demarest in the final in 2 weeks. I'm Cody Chrusciel for Dave Rogers, Chad Cutler, and the rest of the Wayne Hills TV crew, signing off saying see you in 2 weeks against Demarest.
Tell you what, it wouldn't be any fun being Ramapo if we couldn't come and play you guys, because you have an outstanding program. You make us better, man. You make our program better. Congratulations.
Hey, all we want to do is win one more game. Just one more. We just want to go on a one-game win streak. All right? Hey, we got a shot. And it's going to be difficult. Hey, don't worry about that. Come tomorrow. Enjoy it, fellas. You played tremendous. You don't know how proud we are of you. Let me tell you what. And what happened? There was a point there where one of us was going to bend, right? Right after when they made a tie score, right? One of us was going to bend. Okay? And I'll tell you what. How about the block extra point now that never gave them the lead? How crucial was that? Okay? How crucial was that? Hey, and we went back to the 4th and 1. We went back to the 4th and 1 play, same position on the field, same time in the game, win the game or lose the game, and we made the play. Okay? If I would have called the right play 3 weeks ago, we would have run it then too. Okay, great job. We get back to the school. We'll tell everyone what our plans are. We've got a nice 2 weeks coming up. All right? Now, Monday.